chemistry grand, unraveling mysteries hand in hand, sailing the waves beyond the stars they soar, forever seeking more and more. Explorers at heart with whimsy and glee, the Wanderpus crew set their spirits free, in pursuit of good with chaos untamed, to find a new place to make their names. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Luminaries' minds, curious and bright, they explore the unknown and seek the light. With every text and book unfurled, more is understood of this new world. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Seen God steadfast against the tide, protecting the land they stand with pride, rising up from the city walls, keeping the rest safe through it all. Mysticians with their gift for spell, in the threads of magic they weave and dwell, observing the universe's hidden seams, propelling the crew to their hopes and dreams. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of Good Life. Today we are joining Krieg, Ceylon, Melinoë, and Cash as they go to Holt because they requested a meeting. Like, very specifically, Ether has sent a message that she wants to talk to the people in charge of trade. Like, that is what today's game, the basis of today's game. Today's game happens before last Friday's game and happens last Saturday's game and last Sunday's game. So it's like around like 6 p.m. on the day before the heist happens. And we know that everything pops off at 1 o'clock in the morning for them. That's when all that wild shit happens. Couple like housekeeping things. Firstly, we do have the Holt gotcha as a card thing. And we're probably going to keep this kind of thing, this gag going every time you guys visit a place. Once we get all the gotchas going, we'll just keep putting them in when you guys visit that town. But secondly, I know a lot of you are really worried about the way that the game is going right now, because we've made enemies with Hymnal and like there are people hunting you and stuff, but that has happened, and don't worry about it too much. Like, yeah, worry about it in character a little bit, like it's a problem, but it's not an unsolvable problem. Anything one player can do, the rest of you can undo. Like, it's not the end of the world. That's why I'm being very casual about it, because I'm just expecting you guys to find a way out of it. I don't know how you're going to find a way out of it, but I expect you will. So just join the ride, and don't panic. Just remember, it's just a game. You have complete control of your character, and this is how we make good stories. Add little bits of conflict. But with that, I am going to introduce the players today. Alright, so we obviously have Krieg here, played by Toast.
Hello there.
We got Ceylon, played by Twy.
Oh, hello.
Got Cash, played by Soap.
Good evening.
And we got Melinoë, played by Sparkly.
Hello, hello.
Alright, so we are, like, this is Holt down here, in case everybody has forgotten where Holt is. Dyad is still under its dome. Nobody panic about that. But we're going to have 2 quick montage scenes happening at the exact same time. Ceylon, you and Melinoë know that you have to get ready for this meeting with Ether. You haven't met Ether yet, I don't think. Ceylon, you got to make a good impression. These people have been wronged by you guys. Somebody in the crew has like failed a promise before for them. So like we know they're not on the best of terms with them. Like at the start of this game. So we want to make a big impression. What kind of power suits are you and Melinoë wearing to this meeting?
No! What are we gonna wear?
Oh, I mean, obviously that's something that's your feathers.
I mean, okay. Do you want to wear some of my feathers and they can like jut out from your shoulders? You know what I mean? Like thick blazer action, kind of, right? But like
Ooh.
on your cow. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I mean, if I have to get a new power suit, I could always have it as a nice headpiece if you're okay with that.
We're gonna look so good though. like I don't want us to go in like matchy, but at the same time, if we're going with the same vibe, then yeah, no, I think it'll
coordinating pieces.
Yes.
Yes. I haven't done this since I've actually had a real body before.
Oh my.
Just squad.
How are we gonna accessorize? Like I'm already. Oh no! Like I'm sitting up on my chair. Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Right,
you know what we need? More
go ahead.
shinies. We just need more shinies. That's it.
Oh, here's some things you guys know about Holt. A, they love jewelry. They make some of the greatest jewelry in the entire world, but they love looking at other jewelry from other cultures as well. Ceylon will definitely have picked up on this over the time she's spent here. Like, they love it. Gaudy, like, they love all of it.
I think I want to go back into the vault kind of situation and see if I can pull out some vintage pieces. Yeah, like they'd be vintage more from like our world and things that I had originally brought back, and like it's stuff I don't normally wear out. So if anything catches your eyes, like feel free. Yeah, in that case, big impression. Let's go. Let's do some throwbacks to even like OG seasonings time.
I think what I'm gonna do is, because I have the simple gilding on the skull, I'm just gonna amp that up to the really fancy ones.
Yeah,
and just make
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you go for it.
No, like how magnetic is that? Because I could like, I have some that are like magnetic, and they could just add even more, like embellish, and then that'd be a lot easier. Like if we were gonna hand some off, that you could. And it's like, oh, what's that? And it's like, oh, would you like to see it closer? And it's like, oh yeah. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. If you wanted to put more, no, feel free. What oh my god, what's your like favorite color? Like what's your vibe? Like what like resonates with you? Oh my god. So good. So good. How like tall of shoes are we thinking? Encrusted, right? Like oh no.
I'm just feeding into Ceylon's just like need to just go crazy.
Just all over bumbling. Like it is definitely like all the mirrors kind of shit, and we're just like twirling and twirling, like, oh, this, and it's like, I don't know.
I think this is Ceylon's closet, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. I think this like, I don't think we're at a store. I think like Ceylon owns everything here.
The idea of like, I know what we need, and like pulling like a hatch, like moving the rug, getting a hat, kind of situation. This actual vault.
And Melinoë's like, how the hell does that fit in here? Just trying to think logistically.
So you two, like, the scene's not over, but while you two are just like throwing blazers and stuff all around and jewelry's flying around, because that's how it is. Okay, Cash and Krieg, you are in the submarine. Lion, Jellybean's not allowed in the sub because she's not a member of the crew. We're trying to make a specialty bread. What do we got? What are the ideas here? Reedy's got his chef hat on. He's ready to go. What is the special for Reedy's Bakery so that he can present to Ether to like get her on his side? to get her on you guys' side.
Do we know what kind of food we saw last time we went to Holt? Was it more on the...
We saw blue melons that looked like pumpkins, but they were melons.
Okay. Well, maybe something fruit-based. Cash, what kind of fruits is Jellybean usually cooked with?
Well, apples. A lot of fruit mixtures, more of jellies, kind of like fruit jellies, things like that.
Kind of like a fruit medley, maybe like a berries kind of thing?
Yeah. Fortunately, he's not very great with cooking or baking, so when it comes to it, he tends to stay away.
Reedy's just like, excellent, okay. Mixed berries, so we're doing like a... They don't have Danishes, because, like, you know, the Danes don't exist here. So I don't know what you call that. It's just like, okay, so we're going to do a little pastry. I'm thinking, and, like, hear me out, a little bit of centipede cream here. Half centipede cream, half mixed berries. What do you think?
Berries and cream. Okay. Are we gonna do this?
Berries and cream.
Berries and cream.
Are we gonna do this on
I knew a little
more...
lad who loved berries and cream.
Is this on a more thick bread, or are we thinking maybe kind of small serving size, or are we just gonna get one of those thick loaves of bread?
I was just like, what are you guys thinking? Are you thinking like of one of those giant focaccia pans with Nika would argue that Delvins the Delvin are basically Danish. I forgot about that. So this is a Delvin loaf.
It is
okay.
Cute.
It's sweet, it's flaky, it'll hold up to a thing. But like, do we want to make it like a whole like you know, the huge baking sheet that they decorate with like the sliced onions and like other like things that you can eat, or do we want to just make them like little sample size? Do we make little ones?
What if we make little ones that, when combined together, look like a big one?
Oh, so they have to buy them all and they have to not eat them so that they can combine them to see what the picture is.
Right? That way they have to buy more, and then they get a really cool picture once they get all of them.
Collector bakeries.
Yeah,
Right.
it sounds like a good idea, minus the price gouging, but that's not up to me.
Reedy's just like, excellent. So I want both of you two, Cash and Krieg, to roll me a 20-sider. And this is like how good your first batch goes. Oh, a 13, so spooky. But like the 18 saves, Krieg, you definitely like when your batch comes out, what does your batch look like? You didn't mean for it to look like that. It's just terrifying, you know? Like when somebody like fills a smiley face cake with a bunch of raspberries and it leaks out the red syrup through the eyes and it looks like fucking a nightmare. What was yours?
I think I was trying to go for like a happy stick person, but in the end it just kind of turned into this weird blob that started melting. And so now it's just kind of like a melty person instead of an actual person.
Absolutely, like he nods along with just like, I don't think we're gonna use that one, Krieg, if you don't mind. By all means, if you don't mind, could I have just a little taste? He reaches over with one of his arms.
Does it at least taste good?
And he like, it's still a success, but it's a 13. And he's just like, He's like, he looks in it, and it's just like, did you put bee candy in here? Like, what's this hard shell?
No, I have not this time.
Are you
Not sure
sure?
what that-
He looks at it and he's just like, a bee candy fell out of your pocket and is in there, and he rolled a 6 on it. B knows exactly where Reedy is at all times, and
It
Reedy's
may
just
have
like,
fallen out
"Ooh,
of my pocket.
He's like, you know what? I really do love these, and he just starts like mowing down the ones that you made, and all the rest of them that he has that you made, he has put in his pockets, and he will be snacking on throughout the rest of the day. Reedy
no.
is now slightly addicted to B.
Okay, cool.
But what are we calling this? What's this recipe called? It's got, and just in case anybody forgot what centipede cream looks like, and if you are new here, I'm sorry for the sentence. So we don't have cows in this world so much. Like, we see a cow that is a mushroom, and we've seen cows that are people. But instead, our herd animals are giant centipedes about the size of buses that we milk, and they have like a tapioca consistency of milk just when it comes out. It's also slightly green, but everybody loves it. Yeah, it's just like, it tastes great.
Let's see.
Like, it's a gift for Holt. Well, it's it needs to be Reedy's star dish as part of like Reedy's at Krieg at Market Square is how Reedy reads it.
The name will always be a form of contention between the two, I see.
Well, we could call it the Frog's Delight, since he seems so delightful to eat it.
Frog's Delight. Okay.
Or the 6-berry dessert, since he's got lots of eyes and there's lots of berries in there.
Okay, so we're putting in 6 individual kinds of berries. All right.
Well, it's berries and creams, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
Cash, what are the 6 berries?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Well, I think it would be strawberries, raspberries.
Okay.
That they may have just found on the sub that nobody knows what it is, but tastes really good.
Oh, that was just something in the science lab that people had just fucking eaten? Absolutely. Where did
Like that
we
black
get
mold we
that
found
berry?
somewhere.
Where did those berries that I was growing? Where did those go?
Oh my god, they were growing out of the black mold
What
jar
this is.
that
Sorry,
fucking...
I'm taking this.
Absolutely. Yeah, so like you've got strawberries and raspberries and blackberries. Like you can almost not even see those things. They're so dark. It looks like a hole in the world.
Question is, how in the hell did that end up in the kitchen?
Hey, don't ask questions. We were panicking and needed another berry. Don't
What
worry,
is
I
this?
left
Yeah, we
them
needed a
both fine.
6th berry and Krieg just
Lizard man.
ran around. Krieg just ran around the sub grabbing anything that looked like a berry.
Don't worry, I left a note. It's fine.
Why?
Black 3.0 berry.
Alright.
My bad.
There's 3 berries, and there was blueberries, but I guess that the blackberry just took
no,
over
we could do-
everything else.
Is it
No,
just-
no.
We can do blueberries too. So like we
Oh,
can
it's
do
supposed to-
snozberries. Nah, we probably can't do snozberries. That belongs to Willy Wonka.
See, I was envisioning that it looks like, one of those really pretty, like, red, purple, like, melodies. No, the blackberries just turned it black.
No, that's just because I messed it up. It'll be a better color if you cook it. Because you got better roll than I did.
Oh yeah, yours are coming out great. So Cash, yours just comes right out looking exactly like Reedy. It's like, that is a dish. It's got a little like sugar glaze on the outside of it. It looks like all of those perfect fruit parfaits, like when you go into a nice bakery. Not parfait, but you know what I mean, like the Danish. It looks amazing.
Put just a little too much of the blackberry in there and it got too dark, so a little less on that and you'll be fine. Yours looks great.
And Reedy's just like eating, like still eating Krieg's. He's like, these are amazing. If this tastes anything like these, it's gonna be great. And like takes a big old bite. And now we quickly shift back to, okay, you two. You've picked out your outfits. Do you want to roll before or after you describe what your outfits look like?
Oh.
I don't know. The silence.
I kind of want to roll and then have to work with that.
All right, give me your roll.
Okay, so it's a d20.
Yep, D20. Two D20s. Oh, my bad. One more because we got some double duty going on.
Nice.
But just so you know, for newer players, if they roll a 1, they always have to take the 1. There it is.
Awesome.
Okay, so how did you guys dress so badly that you're gonna offend the folks from Holt? Is it too much jewelry?
Oh,
This
joy.
is the first time that you have said, like, all right, Captain is just like, well, they really like the shinies, and it's like, I'll give them shinies, and it's just like, I can barely move, maybe, like it's so weighed down, we could barely. I think also like, I think a lot of dangerous stuff, from the vault, like maybe like took a lot of things that, no, I think I've forgotten a lot of like. Oh, like I forgot the lore of just like, oh yeah, remember that one person trapped in this stone? So pretty. We're gonna put it on too. And like a lot of that you want to shred.
No stone
like-
for a skeleton person. It's fine. It'll be great.
No, for me, it just looks like I'm on just a walking like store display, just poorly put together.
I honestly think that that's what it is for both of you. Like, you guys are wearing so much jewelry. It's you're not gonna offend them. I take that back. You're not gonna offend them. You guys just can't fucking move.
Oh god.
Every time you guys try to do anything quickly or that takes physical effort, we're rolling twice and taking the lower.
Okay,
my
sounds
God.
good.
That's fine. Okay. We look so good though. Like,
You guys look
Fine.
great.
Right.
It's this moment that Reedy kicks in the door, takes his like chef hat off, and he's just like, "You guys ready to go?" He's like, "Oh, you look fantastic." And he's just
He's
like,
just gonna
waddling.
stop staring at that and he's like, if anything drops, I may take it.
he hangs it up
Oh,
on the
what-
shelf.
I know what we look like. We look like we have only heard really bad descriptions of Carnival and Rio
nice.
and just went
Yes.
overboard.
Yes.
It's just feathers and jewelry everywhere.
But just
Like, you would be scantily clad, except for you guys went overboard.
and everywhere we walk, we have to walk as if we're going down the flight of stairs, just slow. Yeah. Beautiful. Perfect.
Reedy
Love
looks
it.
at both of you.
Sideways.
He's just, yeah, I like that strut. And then just you two are like leading, and Reedy's doing that walk too, but it's just because he thinks it's a good walk. He's like, come on, guys, bring the bakeries. Bring the baked goods. We are not taking the sub. We are taking Reedy's boat, by the way. That's why he needed to get on the sub first. Like, he needed to do the baking before we left. Alright, so you guys are
Don't worry,
hilariously...
if anything drops, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, seriously, and also stay away from the ledge of the boat,
Oh, you mean
please,
like
you
that.
guys. Like, if you sink, we're not getting you back.
I'll be fine. I will be fine.
I'm not ready to go magnet fishing for characters.
It's like the vault game, but looking for either Ceylon or Melinoë.
You guys feel like you're wearing plate armor, for the record. That's like... Also, you are well defended. If somebody tries to physically strike you, I'm gonna give you armor.
Thank you.
So we have arrived at Holt, and Holt is more up to date now than it was before. Like, it has, like, obviously we have a Krieg's at Market Square, and Reedy is pulled into the port. Reedy's a pretty accomplished sailor, for the record. He's just like, it's good to be out. He takes a big deep breath. He's like, where I won't be recognized, and then he adjusts his crown on top of his head to make sure everybody can see the fact that he is in fact King Reedy. and it's just like, and like he looks at his like, he definitely has like a watch on one of his arms. Reedy has 4 arms, for the record. He has 6 limbs, 6 eyes, and he's 6 feet tall. And as like you guys like look across the thing, he's like, well, we've got some time before the meeting with Ether. Krieg, would you like to stop in and check on your place? And like he points to the Kriegs at Market Square.
If we could, that'd be great.
Which is definitely not on what we would consider Market Square. It's got it's a riverside adjacent, very good location.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
It's a very good location. And like as you walk in, the bell rings, and it's not full right now, but you can tell that they just finished a rush. And this is Mr. Pills.
Perfect timing.
And Mr. Pills looks like he looks like he might be somewhere between a fox and an otter. As far as like racially looking, he has his face is covered in silver makeup. And he's just like, excellent, Mr. Vernix. I was expecting you today. I heard that you might be in town. And he walks up and gives you like a grand handshake and he's like, would you like a tour of this facility?
Yes, of course. It'd be great to see how it's doing. I haven't been here since it opened.
He's just like, and he shows you around. They've got like really nice amenities. Clearly like there's a nice coffee machine that like is a good spot for like, this is where you get your falafel. And he's like, we made our own falafel bar. Add whatever you want. Right here. Self-service. It really is cut down on the overhead. We don't have to hire as many people.
Less employees means less overhead. Do you get a lot of people in here then? Keeps it clean?
I get a good amount of people. We keep this place nice and clean. And he's just like, and we make a little under the counter, if you know what I mean. They sell a lot of stuff here.
Indeed.
He's like, excellent, excellent, excellent. And he's just like sits down. He like serves you guys all like Krieg at Market Square food, like whatever your like standard order is. It comes with a coffee, and like you build your own falafel bar.
Nice.
And he's like, and what's this new expansion that I've heard about? Like,
well, me and my friend Reedy here,
business partners.
He's been kind of missing his local cuisine, bread. So we're gonna help open a Krieg at Market Squares and Reedy's Bakery to help him sell some bread and get that out in the world.
Excellent, excellent bread. What kind of overhead are we looking at? Do we have to remodel? Would you be paying for that, or would that come out of my profits?
No, there wouldn't be too much of a remodel here. Reedy has, I believe, all the plans for the bakery, so he should be able to help pay for the bakery addition.
Reedy hands him one of the pastries that Cash made, and like Phil's like, okay, I mean, you know, I'll try it. I'm not much for the sweets. And you see him take a little like nibble, and every time somebody eats one of these, Cash, you roll an 18. Like, it is just that, because that's how good they are. And he's just like, fantastic flavors. Oh, and he like takes another bite. He's like, what's this blackberry here? It's, and like you see his eyes roll into the back of his head, and instead of like white, you know, like sclera, is that what it's called? Instead of like the white sclera, it's solid black. Oh no. And like he's just like vibrating with joy, and then like it fades away and his eyes come back to normal. He's like, that is amazing. This could come right out of my pockets right now. How much are you going to charge for these? Everyone will pay anything that you want.
Well, we were thinking that if we make them little small ones, but when you combine the little cupcakes, they make a bigger cake.
Oh,
you can charge either individually or for like a group.
He takes like, he looks at the one that he's already taken 2 bites out of, and like looks at the rest of them, and he's trying to like put them into like the puzzle direction. Actually, you know what? One of those rolls is an 18. Cash, can you roll me again? Can you roll another roll and see if it's a 20?
Yes.
Because we got double duty up. on double up. It's a fucking 20. It's a fucking 20. That's sick as shit. This guy loves it. It's gonna be a hit. He's gonna get started on I know we said the first readies at Krieg's at Market Square was gonna be on Mousehold. It's not. It's gonna be in Holt.
Ooh, nice.
It's amazing. They're gonna love this.
Can't
we
wait to have
got
another Krieg at Market
reputation
Square.
up immediately.
Do I recognize these blackberries from the lab?
I don't know if you would recognize them cooked. Like, who would ever cook them?
That is true.
Anyone ask, it's a trade secret.
I am trying so hard not to tip over and fall, I don't even notice.
And Reedy's just like, excellent. Truffles is eating like straight out of the falafel bar, for the record. In case you guys want. Here's Truffles. He's here. He's been here the whole time, eating just a bunch of hummus.
He's amazing.
Turns out Truffles loves chickpeas. I didn't know that until right now.
Oh,
What was the picture? Because that's what I was having you roll for. What was the picture? If you put all of these pieces together, that is now missing 2 bytes.
okay.
Any
Something.
of you guys can answer. That's fine. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, it's just he fancies himself as a novice painter, I suppose, quote unquote. So he'd do something kind of basic to start out, like a landscape, just for fun, if that's possible with what they have.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you got fucking Silver Thimble. You guys have gotten multiple different kinds of things over the season, and like you guys have all the food you could want, like lemon rinds out the ass.
Has a little Krieg in the background.
It's just like a tiny little Krieg, just like flying a kite. Truffles next to him. He's eating Krieg and Truffles. You just see a kite flying on the piece that he has.
I don't remember painting that, but okay.
It was actually Krieg added it on his own.
Yeah.
Like on the way over. So, he's just like, well, this is amazing. If you guys were just here to do this, I would appreciate it, but I heard Ether called you all. What? You guys have what's going on? Something changing? They built that new tower outside of town not too long ago.
Yeah, they asked us to go over some things. Renegotiating some interesting points.
Negotiations.
Ceylon, did you have the exact details, or are we still waiting on those?
Oh, Ceylon has the details that they sent. It's just like they want to speak to whoever's in charge of trade, and need to speak to people in person. They don't want to they can't do it over a call.
Right. Yeah.
But Ceylon is currently, I'm picturing shoulder pads, but jewelry.
You know it.
Do you remember the address, Ceylon, or should I? Are you gonna be okay?
I mean, it's in here somewhere. Can you reach on my back pocket?
Sure, I can climb around to reach it. Just kind of clambers around.
What does a metal back pocket look like?
It's just, no, you're gonna have to reach in there and scrounge.
I need to remove some of these pieces to get in there. Is that okay?
You're gonna need a roto-rooter. Don't stop till you hit the back of her teeth situation.
The amount of clinking and clanging sounds you try to go through.
You know what?
Pocketing jewelry so I can find it.
You have to roll me a 20-sider, because she said that she's going and touching some of her crystal shit from the seasonings world. There's every chance you're about to get hella cursed. Because she rolled a 1 first. Alright, so it's an 11. It's an 11. It's a success. You definitely... Krieg, there's a moment that you see one of these rings dangling from a chain that's just why is it there? Like, you wear rings on your finger. It's just like, it looks like it could fit your finger. And on your way to it, that's when you see the letter that she mentioned, and you're able to be like, oh, I got it. Don't worry.
Right, I got it. It's here.
But like, you watch that ring, and there's a moment of just like, you kind of want that ring, but you rolled an 11, so you're good. You don't have to grab it.
Yeah, don't mind any of the missing jewelry. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's still there. Don't worry about it. I didn't take any.
Krieg is just covered. Like, if you pull like Krieg's shirt down, he's just got fucking Mr. T worth of jewelry.
Man of style and class.
All right, so like, you look at it, and it's a meeting in about an hour from the time we're at now, and it's at Ether's office, and Pills is like, don't worry, the office is just right down the street, and he looks at Melinoë and Ceylon, and it's just like, well, maybe you should worry. It looks like it might take you a minute to get there.
Yeah, we should probably get
Head
going.
over there now.
Do you need anything else from me to get that Krieg at Market Square's Reedy's Bakery up and running?
I will not need anything. I would love a recipe if possible. I want to get these started as soon as possible. Can you get
Cash and his wife are the ones who came up with the recipe.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cash. I'm Sugar. Nice to meet you. I feel like we could be on a first name basis.
Cash is fine.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. I'm Sugar. Yeah. Sugar Pills is a very obvious joke for me because everybody in this town is named after potions, except for him. And so yeah, he's just like, excellent. Could you jot me down that recipe? He raises his hand. He's like, I will not be selling this outside of this location. This location is going to be enough for me, and he means it. You rolled a 20. Like, he means it. Between this, like, I think this and the honey bars that Clem already sells, we are pretty close to you guys being well known for bakery items, as well as, like, you know, entertainment. You guys have said is your main form of trade. Oh yeah, his full name is pronounced Placebo.
God damn it.
A friend in need's a friend indeed.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, he'll probably already had like a copy of the recipe with him that Jelly gave him before they left that he'd hand over.
It's like, excellent. And he's like, looks it over. He's just like, this is, where can I get more of these blackberries? Do you cultivate them on the Silver Thimble?
Currently that is a proprietary node based knowledge. I will see what we could do for you about that though.
Absolutely. I would never try to intrude on proprietary business. That could get in a lot of trouble over in Fulgerlight. I don't know if you guys know about that. Who don't take their tech, they get mad. And he
I'm sure we can get you a shipment eventually.
Oh, the screen's going crazy. Mika, what's going on with the screen? Okay. So yeah, I need to know, and like, this isn't like a right now answer, but where are we growing these blackberries? Have you guys just set them up in the greenhouse somewhere now? Like, in the future?
I want to say that since they probably came from Gemini first, he probably gave some of them to the scientist group to work on, and then he planted them somewhere.
I also have a thought on those, considering their darkness.
Yeah, hit me.
That they are more of a subterranean dwelling fruit. So They
On
need
the
a-
Undercity.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they
love
would
that.
need
We have
a
all those.
place.
We have all those tunnels in the Undercity too, like that we don't go in because they're still full of crystals. Like some of them are dream crystals, but some of them are just like standard crystals. And what if they grow out of those?
And maybe the leaves, to a degree, are bioluminescent.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Fill that Undercity with strange black fungus-based berries that apparently taste amazing but turn your eyes black.
I'm sure that's a normal side effect. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, proprietary and all that. It's all about the flavor, right?
Yeah.
Reedy puts
Yeah.
another one of Krieg's little stick figure guys in his mouth. And like, I think Placebo looks over and he's just like, "What's that one?" And Krieg's like, "No, these are mine," and slaps his hands away.
That was a failed product that Reedy is using as his snacks because we don't like to make waste.
I call it a crunchy Krieg.
And I'm the stretchy kind.
Shit, too close to Crunchy Simmons. I call it a Delvin Krieg.
How about Jelly Creek?
Jelly Krieg.
There you go.
Crispy Krieg. Oh, Crispy Krieg is too good. God damn it. It's right there.
A little bit of crispy Krieg. Whenever the
Fucking-
sign's on, you know they're hot.
Yeah, we're gonna. Alright, fine. We are also selling Crispy Kriegs. Fine. Add it to the
Yep.
fucking cookbook that apparently we're writing. Alright, so you guys are eating as best as you can, I guess. But, and I only say that for Melinoë and Ceylon, who are clearly eating very. Can you,
I don't even eat.
Ceylon? Are you like pecking at the dish, or can you move your arms enough?
I mean,
got
it's
this.
probably easier to peck, right? Like that's why wouldn't I?
It's definitely easier to peck, but you are T-posing pretty hard.
But
I'm
I can
stretchy
imagine that
enough,
if
right? I can
if
help
she's
her.
pecking at it, it just sounds like a bag of coins, like
The whole time.
fiercely jingling the entire time.
Oh wait, wait.
Put it in a booth, not a table.
I can add sound effects. Give me a second.
It's constantly bending at the waist, slapping your face against the fucking like hummus, just. This falafel's amazing. Blunk.
Just.
Why does it taste like blood? It's you've got a bloody nose. Stop it.
Here, I got this. I'll just climb on your shoulder so you can get to the plate
Poke
easier.
it out of
It'll
my
be fine.
nose. You're such a bra. You're so good.
We get that real quick. Stretch.
And this
There,
is
there,
the
there.
conversation that takes an hour to get down the street. So like, you guys on your way to Ethers, and like, Placebo is so excited. Like I will raise the reputation of Holt by 1 for this. Like, you guys set it and set it in place, and you guys get to the
money.
you guys get into Ether's office, and it's completely different. Also, Ether, her fur is like she has silver makeup covering her fur now. Like you almost can't see any of the blue underneath it, but you can tell that is makeup, like some kind of like powder. Look, Krieg, that might be just silver dust. These otters are covering themselves in silver dust.
Gonna tilt my head at that. It's like it's kind of strange.
For fashion.
For fashion.
Fashion.
What happened? I like the new decorations. They look nice.
Yes, we're trying to like move into this new era, which is of course Krieg. I am obviously, if you guys haven't met me, I am the leader of Holt. I am Ether, like Postmaster General and obviously governess of Holt. And she shakes everybody's hands in turn. Like she'll shake your hands, and then she like Purells herself, kind of thing, and then just keeps going.
Still got a room full of those coins.
We have that room, of course, but we have stepped away from our tradition a little bit, and in no small part to thanks to you all. And like you see, like she has screens. Like this is like a television screen behind her. It looks like super retro, like you know, the earliest TVs. And she hits a button, and you just see Patagon appear on the screen, and he's interviewing. I think he's interviewing Method from the Undercity about like what life in the Undercity is like, and she's like, this is what I'm excited to see. It's just like, this is what I would like you all to bring to Holt. We want the silver screen. We want to be able to trade in entertainment, and you all are so adept at it. And like she quickly, one quick second. I didn't realize I was gonna do it like this, but now I've got to because it's funniest.
You two need to sit down or anything, or you guys good standing there? We can get you some chairs or something.
Oh no, this chair's in that room.
Okay, I was just worried that they might be a little heavy, so I wanted something to sit on.
Oh yeah, these two are definitely T-posing back here. Just
I'm like leaning. I'm leaning against the wall.
There's definitely a big comfy chair here, and there's a big comfy chair here, and then there's two chairs. It was a big part of my day to try to make this room have 4 chairs.
I was worried if you crumple under that weight, I don't want you getting hurt.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were gonna wear so much jewelry that they were basically gonna like make everything
if they get hurt, it's fine. I can fix it.
I need to move the chair. I don't want to add a crease into my into my appearance.
Oh, absolutely. Just T-pose, like demand authority.
Not weird if I'm alone, so.
The screen changes, and you start seeing an ad and like Krieg, you saw their paper ads earlier today. They are terrible at this part of things. It's like you see a dimly lit fantasy themed, like very like 1930s feeling set, all black and white, but it's more silver because the screen is incredibly silvery. It's made of silver, so there you go. And the first otter is just like, greeting fantasy aficionados and folks of whimsical tastes. We are the Otters of Holt, and we've got some interesting items for you today. And the second one, the female one here, her name is Ambrosia. This is Ambrosia, and this is, what the fuck is his name? I love his name, I just can't remember it. Essence. It's Ambrosia and Essence. And Ambrosia shuffles her cue cards. She's like, that's right! Behold, our unique jewelry collection that'll make a statement, we think, and also our package delivery service, as she like holds up a package, like just straight up mail. And she's like, because, well, every adventurer needs a reliable courier, right? And then the camera zooms in on a wobbly jewelry display. Like the camera's not staying still at all. Like, it's beautiful jewelry, but the way that the angles are coming is ugly. It's all terrible. And like and Essence is just like, feast your eyes on this mysterious baubles. And they in this light they don't shine much, but they do exist, and they're imbued with some powers, and we're very good craftsmanship. And then Ambrosia is just like, trying to sound enthusiastic. And now our package delivery service will deliver your scrolls and potions or whatever you need. What do you need? Our motto is, if we're not fast, but it'll get there eventually. And like the screen turns off and we go back to the office. It's just, you can see the problem we're having.
Love what you've done with it, though. Applaud. Just great work. I think this is a beautiful first iteration. I'm so glad you've called us.
It's a good start.
Ethan looks at both of you two, telling her that they did good, and she's like, maybe you're not as qualified for this as I hoped. That was garbage.
You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start.
I really wish we had started somewhere. That's nowhere.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
Well, Well,
You have two people who were willing to get in front of a camera for the first time and actually say it out loud. You just
That
have to
was
build
the 20th take.
Still takes some bravery. Still gonna. That means we got something to work with. It's a good thing you
So
called
you
us.
do agree you should work on this. Excellent.
Well, consult. Absolutely.
Oh, she's like, excellent, excellent, excellent. So here we are, and she's just like sets down a contract that in front of all four of you, and she's like, this will allow you to film in our great city of Holt, and it will also we'll square some things away. We won't hold it against you that you have hired somebody that couldn't deliver the mail. We will no longer be holding that against you as long as you provide this service, and in exchange you will also make a tidy sum by directing our commercial. We have a full studio set up, multiple actors, props, and cameras. Now, we do plan on releasing this commercial tomorrow, worldwide.
What's our budget? I don't see it listed here.
Oh, yeah, money is of no object to us.
And we get to see your.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We can see your infrastructure and what kind of towers you're working with. We're gonna have to update those too.
We have a silver tower, very similar to yours. We based it very closely off of the schematics from the Dyad. And we are not looking to transmit through crystals, though. I'm sorry to say. We appreciate everything that you do, but those crystals did seem to cause a little bit more harm than good when it came to dream-related events, if you follow.
Indeed.
And so, we would like to stay a little bit separate on that, but we do have a telecommunications signal that can receive Dear Patagon's show, which is amazing. The whole city loves Patagon. And, outside, you saw a bunch of t-shirts that had, a penguin on them, but you didn't put it together that these people love Patagon.
Awesome. Well deserved. Everything they do.
So, well, they're talking, he's just looking over it, critical eyes to see if there's anything that they should be worried about in terms of how contractual and what kind of obligations are necessary to get this done in such a short amount of time.
I slide over my contract as well, just kind of discreetly as possible, going please read this.
All right, give me a roll. This is going to be a fun beeromancy situation.
Oh, yeah.
Can I offer help to him, but in a business sense, since I've obviously looked over contracts before?
Absolutely. Both of you two give me a 20-sider on this one. Ceylon, you too. You as well. You've looked over contracts. You've done the communication stuff. So far, we've got a 7. Unless that's a 15, which I can't... No, it's a 7. 17's good. 15's good, too. Alright, so,
Is this still doubles?
No, it's not, but it's fine. I was just going to take that. Because we already had a 17, so the 17 will rides it. Krieg, you catch the part that says that, you will only be paid in merchandise from Holt. They will not give you coin, but they will give you merchandise.
Hold on, I have a question about this subsection here located in the price range and being paid on page 4.
Absolutely. I understand what you're thinking, that coins change value from side to side, but Holt silver remains constant.
Like a global currency of some sort.
We've attempted the global currency a number of times, and it just keeps falling through. But, with nobody knows who to put on the coin. There's a constant disagreement of is it a crown? A lot of places aren't monarchies, and they have real problems.
Gone for this simple bar instead of a coin.
See, the bar is hard to transport, though.
And
that's why we're happy that one silver ring is worth generally what most people consider I think it's this silver ring is worth 50 coins, you guys' coins.
Okay.
But it's also worth 25 of Yoke's coins because their money is worth more than yours.
Okay.
And it's just like, and absolutely, we'll allow you to pick out your favorite pieces as long as we get this shot by the end of the night. I would love that. And like, I know Twy asked me if there was a time limit on this, only in like that sense, not like we have to be done by 6:30 or anything. I mean, you guys can have it take as long as you want it to. Like, we can spread this out. It's just like, shall we show you to the studio?
Yes, please.
Anything else wrong, or is it just that?
Just that, and it is like, it's a pretty formal like thing, and it does have a clause that says that they will forgive the
Misdelivery.
the misdelivery. Oh, and the contract says, sorry, I forgot to mention what you're making a commercial for. You are trying to advertise for their silver jewelry to get people to come to Holt to look at their jewelry and like buy their jewelry, and also their delivery service. The commercial has to encompass both. To the set! Okay, so we've got, as you walk in, there are 4 otters, and they are, the whole set, black and white. It's not that, like, it was recorded in black and white. They are all made up like this. Because the cameras can only pick up these colors, and they just decide to dress for it. Let me give you introductions. This is Ambrosia. This is Panacea. This is Essence. And this is File. And as you walk in, they all like, ooh, the directors are here. The directors are, they think they're professional? And they're just like, they're talking, and it's just like, Ambrosia's the first one that like saunters up to you, drink in hand for the record. And she's just like, I love these outfits, looking at Melinoë and Ceylon. I don't think she's being like rude. I think she's being honest, but she just always is gonna sound like she's rude.
Mhm.
After my own heart.
And she's like, oh, I heard you all have notes for us from the Silver Thimble. Oh, like I dreamed to go there one day, have my name up in lights. But like, we could start here. We could start here. And she sees Krieg, and she's like, oh my god, have you seen? I'm in. And it's like, she pulls out a folded newspaper, and she shows you she was in an ad for Krieg's at Market Square in Dyad before, like, what happened. And, like, she's barely in it. She's a background character. She's just, like, sipping, like, a drink. But, like, her eyes are dead on the camera the whole time. Like, that's the best take that they could do. And she is staring fucking daggers at the lens.
God damn.
Yeah.
Next up is File. File just walks up. He's just like, "Oh, good to meet you all. Good to meet you all." He walks up to Soap. Sorry, he walks up to Cash, and he's just like, "So, do you have any like? He's like, you look really put together. I like that hair swoop. Like, I feel a little like disheveled here. We don't have a true makeup artist or anything. Could you really help me with this? Like, how do you think my hair should be?"
He shoots the other three like this look of like, oh god.
I'm avoiding your face.
Panacea walks up, and she's just like, "So what's the plan? Like, how, like, Silver Thimble, big names, big lights. We all know about the Silver Thimble and how like wonderful you all are, like with your TV show and your Patagon." And she just like puts her hand over her heart when she says Patagon. And I also think Essence flutters a little bit and like takes his hat off and covers his heart. It's just like, okay, give it all your ideas. There are no bad ideas. Let's start brainstorming. They pull out a whiteboard. What are we doing? And we have many different scenes. We have props. What do you need? Tell us what our scene is.
Okay. So, one idea is that you guys can have a normal conversation, and then we can just film it. So, but you'd have to act like you're not being filmed. So just kind of act natural, and then ignore the cameras and everything. And we can try that, see if that works.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ignore the camera. I got you. All right. Like, who do you want in it first? Like, is it, like, you want all four of us? All four of us just talking?
Yeah.
You guys
so,
do see that there are lights. You know how like gaffers and such for like filmmaking have like a lot of lights and like a lot of like really like meticulous equipment. There is a single spotlight, no shutters, nothing like that. There are some like random lights on the ceiling that none of them face a particularly useful direction right now. The mics are attached to the ceiling and cannot be moved. And there is a single giant camera made of silver.
Is it at least on something that can move easily?
Oh no. It's got like train track situations, but it only goes backwards and forwards. There's no side to side situation.
Okay.
Like, do you want us to just try a scene, or do you want to like look around first?
I kind of want to take a look around at the lights.
Oh yeah, yeah, go ahead. Roll me a 20-sider. Let's see if you can get any information about these lights. Ooh, 4.
Oh my god, I'm rolling horribly today. I'm 2 way down by the jewelry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh shit, roll me another 20-sider. We gotta take the lower. What if this is a 1?
Oh my lord.
It's a 2.
Yo.
Wow.
So, wow, you know what's really wild about Ceylon's jewelry, Melinoë? It looks like it shouldn't conduct electricity as well as it does, but it sure does.
Oh lord.
Oh, it's like great at that. Like
Melinoë just there's a T-pose fucking hole in the wall. As Melinoë goes flying into the prop room.
Oh lord, should I take damage?
No, you don't have to worry about damage.
You're well defended, don't worry.
You're incredibly well defended. You're basically wearing fucking football gear.
You're in an electric trap. Like, that's how it was designed.
There is...
It seems like a bit of a poor design choice between you two, but whatever, you know. Beauty is pain.
We have extra props on hand on us.
Oh gosh, sure.
Perfect disco
Look at all my props, though. I made all these props.
Oh.
Some of them move.
Ooh.
Very Harryhausen of you.
So Melinoë's out of the picture for a second, everybody.
I'm
But don't worry.
slowly getting back up.
That T-pose fucking hole in the walls there. And I think Essence is like, I should have warned you guys about that. Those lights are really finicky. We haven't figured out a way to make them move at all. Like yeah, you can do this, and like you see him put on big thick rubber gloves, and like grab it, and then just screech. And he turns it like downwards, so it's a little bit better lit. He's just like, yeah, but we can't do it like while we're recording, as the mic is right next to that light, like right there.
Alan, this is totally out of character.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That hurt my soul.
That's him putting it back.
We are in hell, everyone. This is what that sounds like. Okay, let's see what we can do to fix this.
So I think this is a great time to what are we selling and why kind
You
of
were-
situation. And I think Krieg has a really great mind in trying to tap into what people want. And so like, why were we thinking casual conversation? Like, no worries, let's do it. Casual conversation, we'll try it. Take a take,
Well-
see what we like.
My thought was, if they're just doing a casual conversation, it'll be easier for them to do than if they had cue cards. Because cue cards obviously make them nervous, because they feel like they have to get it right. So if we have them acting natural and like a casual conversation, there's no nerves to get over because they're just talking as if it was a normal day. And if we just videotape it, and like go better.
So what should we talk about? Do y'all have a big holiday that you send packages to each other? Is there like a Boxing Day equivalent for y'all? And what's the like? Tell us more around that. What are the feelings, the vibes that come out from that day? What would you be talking about and sending to? And it's like,
Well, Shelling
oh.
Day comes up soon. It's the day we hide gifts for our loved ones around the house in large clamshells, and then they smash it open with a decorative rock. Everybody loves it.
I mean, that feels like a great, yeah, How
Festive, then. Like
it's
you,
like a family thing? Is that... I'm like writing on the whiteboard.
it's a once a year situation. Like it's
You
once.
send out invitations to people about this.
It's more of a surprise. Even we don't know when it's gonna be. It's when the Holt reaches a certain amount of sales a year. As soon as we hit that line, then we have a shelling day.
You just hear from the prop room, you could have a discussion about how you're trying to find something for your partner or for a family member. And she's trying to get up.
Did you need help? I think Truffles goes over and just like,
Just bring a box. I'm gonna put some of the stuff in here.
Yeah. Don't worry. I've got a bag there for you. Here, Truffles. Have her use this bag. Just
You're never getting that
it just
bag.
kind of leans into Truffles. Just remember to keep it once you're done.
Just turn into a dolly. Brilliant.
Is there any special jewelry of some sort that you guys really like that you could talk about since you're looking to sell that?
we specialize in silver, obviously. Most of it comes from the mountains, but some of it further beyond. We have found a very rich vein in the Teuphrates Mountains. I'm sure you've been. Everybody's been. You're from the Silver Thimble. You've been everywhere.
Of
we know.
course.
It's just like we found some very interesting magical things, and she, I think Ambrosia like pulls out a necklace, and it is all like intricate, very thin, like so thin and so light, it almost feels like it should be like gold leaf but silver. But like if you touch it, it's incredibly rigid.
Yeah, hold that spot real quick. I'm gonna go over to this camera and you can tell me more about it. How do I work this camera? Is it intuitive or?
Oh no, God no, it's terrible. Roll me a 20-sided. Yeah, all right. So like you start filming her, and the second you hit the like, she is talking perfectly fine. She's like, it's
Hold on.
even at this thickness, it is so rigid, it's almost unbreakable. And they say that it has really bestowed a certain amount of magic. Oh, go ahead and roll again.
Yeah, I want to try and re-roll that real quick. Yes.
So you get the camera working, and it's just like as like it rolls. Like I was about to make the film canister explode, just so you know that this isn't the same level of fail. And she's just like,
Okay.
as soon as it starts like rolling, and she's like, but then when I got it. Hello. When I got this necklace. Oh,
Look at me. Look at me. You're telling me. You're not telling the camera.
I'm
You're
telling
explaining
you. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
And
I
like,
don't know anything
essence,
about
it's just
this.
like you're telling him. You're just telling him, Ambrosia. You're talking to Krieg, accountant to the silver thimble, almost mayor of the silver. No worries, no worries. King Reedy is in this room watching you. It's like, don't worry about it. Don't panic. There's no need to worry about it. And you just see sweats as like her silver makeup is running, and she's just, welcome to Holt, where we have silver jewelry. This one's a magic one. It was made from silver and Euphrates. And then like the lamps like Krieg as Essence is like hitting it with a broom to try to like get it on her. And it's just like, and welcome. And like the camera turns off and she's like, did I do it? Did we get it? One take, right? Oh, it was so good.
Well, you were
Great
doing
warm-up.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a warm-up.
Gonna get loose. Can I talk to you over here for a second? Just star to star. Yeah, I think.
Oh, me?
Potential.
Absolutely.
No, waddle over. And it's like, so one of the best things that we can do for ourselves is to imagine no one else but ourselves. Do you like looking at yourself in the mirror? Do you like your reflection?
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the hottest otter you've ever seen.
And you know it. And I can feel that you know it deep within. Now, how do you want others to see you? That's how you see yourself. But how do others?
Oh, they see me as the hottest otter they've ever seen. Look at me.
I know. Now, what if nobody was looking at you at all? How would you feel? Exactly.
What do you mean no one?
There's no... And that's where all eyes...
Who would bring me a
they're
drink?
Always on you. All eyes are always on you. And even when the camera, it doesn't matter how many eyes are behind the camera. You know the power of a camera and how many eyes it holds? That's the only thing that matters. Is
She
to hold
terrifyingly
their
looks
attention.
at the camera.
Yeah, but it is our tool. That is a power we can wield. Like the same way in just one room, when you walk into a room and you can feel all the eyes on you, but you can't look back because that just lets you know you're holding that power. The same with a camera. Sure, look directly into it, but who are you looking at? Just the reflection of yourself on the lens. And who are you really here to impress? Yourself. And that's the tapping into that utter amount of self-confidence. You know what you get. And so seeing if that might help the next take, might help them get back into it. I don't know if I want to. Do we know what jewelry she's going to be wearing for the shot?
It's probably they're just they do not have a wardrobe department. They are just wearing their own clothes. They don't have a makeup department. They just did up their own stuff.
I think to begin, it's the because I'm T-posing, so it's go ahead and pick one thing that you'll wear, like your statement piece, off of me so you can wear during the shoot. What resonates with you? What feels you that others are gonna also be enthralled by?
This is perfect actually.
Take one.
I think you are able to drop your jewelry so that you're not T-posing anymore for this. You lay it out for her.
Yes.
For her to take a piece. And since you just because we already said that you are wearing a fucking ring on a necklace on your back, so all the jewelry doesn't have to be in parts that make sense. So we got a big table of really interesting jewelry. Just for the record, this camera doesn't pick up color. It will only pick up the monotones of silver. So whatever piece of jewelry she picks up, they're not gonna see if it's a green gemstone or anything. All of it's gonna look silver. And she's like, but we didn't make any of this. Does it feel dishonest to you?
But you could make this. And aren't we selling the inspiration of what could be, what you could deliver, what you could open? If only somebody could spend some time with you. Maybe then, what a shelling day it should be.
Roll me 220 siders and take the highest.
Nerd.
They're giving you basically advantage on it. Look at that 2 and that 12 though, but that 12 saves it. Like she starts reaching for that cursed ring that Krieg saw. Like that's what the 2 is, and then she's just like, no, no, no. And she picks up a choker that is I don't think it's silver. I think it's something different. I think it might be like some alloy that doesn't exist here, but it existed in seasonings. Like it was some alloy that an ancient wizard could make. And like it's not particularly useful other than the fact that it shines like more brilliantly than any other metal, but it breaks pretty easily. That you make it only for jewelry. You can't make a weapon out of this. But it's got just gemstones that were cut by Ceylon herself, cut and shaped by Ceylon. And she's just like, this is beautiful. And she takes off her necklace and hands it to you. And she's just like, we'll trade.
For the shoot, indeed. And then after, let's talk. You're gonna need a good wardrobe once all eyes have seen your brilliance. And so like then putting the choker on, and like, yeah, letting her know like the craftsmanship that went into this is the same degree of the craftsmanship we have to work on ourselves. And like that confidence is going to, when you are confident, others will see that brilliance like shine through. And then it doesn't matter what you're talking about, they'll be enthralled by it. But you still have to say what matters. You still have to say your lines, say what like the request kind of thing.
I can't remember my lines. That's my problem. I'm really good in that photo ad, and she pulls out the photo ad again that she was terrible in. Absolutely the worst. But she's like, I'm really good when I don't have to say when I can say words, obviously. I can speak to you, I'm eloquent. Like we can all agree that I'm like eloquent, right? And everybody's like, oh yeah, sure. Reedy's just like fucking snacking at a crispy Krieg. And he's like, yeah, sure. 2 thumbs up, but you guys can see underneath like his like cape, because he has a big cape, the other 2 are down.
Who else here knows their lines good? Who does? Who talks? Who talks
Tennessee
good?
is just like, No, I forgot what I was gonna say. No, I know my lines.
Oh, that got me good. Because like we can make them the center and the star, the more like the quiet Maryland kind of situation.
She's like, I will be the star.
Indeed, and like stars, they only gotta shine, baby. That's all
Oh,
we're doing.
you talk. Panacea thinks that you're trying to make her a star, and she's just like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I have eyes. I know what she looks like compared to what I look like.
But what do we say? Hold on. What do you got? What's your riz?
She's like, I know a little bit of sleight of hand, and she like throws her hands out, and cards fly all over the room. Can we use that?
I mean, we could. We gotta make you smoother, though.
I'm gonna say by this point, I'm walking out of the T-pose hole.
Yeah, I was about to ask Melinoë, what did you grab from the prop room?
Because I heard Ceylon talking about like the mirror. Can I say like I found one of those like, it's not a great, it's a mirror, but like it's on a rolly one. It's like, hey, I found this. This might make things easier. So like, we could have a voiceover, someone voicing over in the background, and Ambrosia can just pose and just appreciate herself.
Strike a pose.
Does the camera make any sound when you turn it on?
Yes, it's so loud.
And I want to say that the way that I got rid of some of my my jewelry on Truffles is just like I hung it on his horns, like just little small pieces, so he looks decorated.
Truffles looks like a fucking Christmas tree, all penciled up.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, I mean, for sure we can like. I love that. I love a mirror. And it's just like. So Essence walks up to Krieg and she's like, what kind of set are we thinking about? Are we like, we've got this dynamic view. It's supposed to resemble Consonant with the palm trees and the big city. We got the casino back there. It was our first idea. Like, maybe we could get people from Consonant coming here. But we've got multiple other ones. What do you think?
What are some of the other ones you've got? Because you want people to come to Holt, not go to Consonant, right?
What I mean, we want people from Consonant to come to Holt. That's what we were thinking. Yeah. Okay, all right. They go to the side and start like pulling the scenes, and you got the next scene. It's just like, this is like a nice house. We've got curtains in here. It's just like, this is more like an intimate situation. Don't go up those stairs. That's how we lost one of our actors. Like, he fell over the other side. He thought the stairs worked, and he just broke his leg. So he's out for now.
Okay.
All right, so we got a nice inside a house one. We have again this, and you guys immediately see that this is supposed to be some kind of facsimile of the silver thimble. Like, it's like a lot of you guys' buildings painted onto, like, not painted on the wall. That's a curtain. Like, they embroidered it.
Ooh.
They embroidered the academy onto a giant curtain as a backdrop. And of course, we have like a little diner scene. They all like take their seats where they're supposed to be at the diner scene. And like, this is supposed to be Dyad, but we know what happened to Dyad.
Yeah.
So it's like, we've got many different scenes, unless you can think of something else and make Alan make it right now.
Well, if you want to use the mirror, we could try use the in the house scene. They're admiring their jewelry inside their house.
We can have that, and then we could switch perspectives so so it's easier for her. We can have the mirror behind the camera, so she can just build more confidence with it.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas, Cash?
Oh yeah, Cash, they are still looking at you like, how am I gonna do my hair?
You do look great. I mean, you've got the hair going for you, and your clothes are smashing. Not as good as mine, but you know, you're doing pretty good. I just don't have any hair as he pulls his hat up, so I can't answer that question.
Oh God!
This has their old figure in this. He's just kind of standing behind them because he's just like mentally having a bit of a anxiety issue because he's just like, oh no.
oh, I get it, everybody. Essence is just like, Cash here is an actor too. And like, he puts his arm around Cash's back and like pulls Cash into like the frame. It's just like, why didn't you say so?
If Cash acted with you, maybe he'd be the one receiving a package from one of you guys.
That makes so much sense.
Plus, you have someone that you look up to because he's from the Silver Thimble. Maybe it won't be as nervous because he's right along with you. Ain't that right, Cash?
You see just the amount of liquid that is pouring down Ambrosia's face from the sweat of the idea of acting with Cash is destroying her, but she's so excited for it.
With that, we might be able to do like a rainy day scene, prove how reliable your package service is, right? Neither rain nor deluge of liquids.
Oh no! We'll stop if it's raining. Like, nobody wants to be outside in the rain. I mean, everybody wants to be outside in the rain, but we don't want to deliver packages in the rain because we want to roll around and play with rocks.
Ah, yes, I see.
Rainy days are perfect roll around and play with rocks days.
But imagine if you got a package on a rainy day from someone you care about.
Like, was the package a rock?
More rocks. Yeah.
God, where are you guys getting these rocks, though? Where do you get your favorite rocks?
Mine are more
I've heard,
gold.
like, there are 4 stones that stand in Tefrides that all of us want to go see. All of us, like, it's 4 of them, and they have holes in them, I've heard. It's fascinating. We're all like very excited about it. We should go there. What if we shoot the commercial there?
Like on site to like some
Like
really
on
big
site.
rocks.
Are any of this able to move on site?
Oh no, God no! You guys have no idea where Tefredis is. You wouldn't even be able to make it.
No
See,
way. But also like,
unfortunately. But maybe you could paint something that would look like that, so we don't have to go exactly there.
Oh, okay. All right, everybody.
I'm marking the map.
Heads up. We haven't seen Tefredis yet. All they think are giant rocks and volcanoes. Can all four of you roll me a 20-sider?
Oh boy, here we go.
We're about to get some Tefredis lore if we roll high. That's not high enough for the lore.
Damn. Also say while they're trying to have this conversation, he is trying to leave.
Fucking, you guys are lucky Ceylon's here. Jesus.
Oh my god! I rolled horribly today!
Tell me about the rocks. Everybody stop.
Heard what you
shooting
know
right-
about rock.
person.
rock.
Yes, Ceylon, you have heard that south of Obsession, right at the edge of Obsession, and you probably got this while you were spending time at the Masquerade, for the record. Like all this volcanic ash that coats everything, you haven't seen a single geyser, vent, like any eruptions in the Obsession part of it, but it is constantly covered with this ash and silt. And like if you look to the south from Obsession, from the Marquis castle, you can see huge red well, I was describing it as a 20, yeah. You see these huge red mountains that you pull out your little like orchestra glasses, your little opera glasses that I always imagine that you have, and I don't know why. I don't know if we've ever actually talked about it, but that's how I think your binoculars look.
Love it.
And it's just like in the distance, it almost looks like there are like scars on these mountains, and they look like they are flowing like a viscous red liquid down the side of it. And then further in the distance, like even further away, you see what looks like a shining, and it looks like a metal tree. Like, but gigantic. Like, so big it puts the word tree to shame. Just the wood tree we saw, not the infinity trees on other planets. Like, those are so big they're incalculable. This thing is huge for a tree.
What was the scale of the monster clock? Was that like also extremely large?
The
Only, like,
monstrous
that
clock,
planet?
we have never seen it next to anything,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
it is ginormous. Like, you aren't you standing full height don't become one of its numbers. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like to be daunted.
Oh, it's daunting.
Nice.
It's so big you guys can hear it all over the world whenever a 13 is rolled. But yeah, so you do not see the four rocks that they are speaking of from this vantage. It's actually just impossible for you to see it from here. But those are some things that you will know about Tefredis, and like yeah, we could set it up. Do you tell everybody? Go ahead and you can voice what you see.
I forgot.
Unless you just
why
want to
we're-
say that you tell them that.
Yeah, and I forgot why we're bringing up. It's just because they're excited, but I don't think people, the people that they're like their potential customers are going to be as excited as we are about that. And so we want to be a little more general. So maybe we can sell them on the joy that everybody has during shelling day. Everybody loves when they take a break and when there's beautiful surprises waiting for them somewhere in the house, unexpected things. And so maybe let's go back to how we were casually talking and enjoying each other's company, talking about the things we were just gifted or maybe we wanted, and then we're just reenacting a shelling day. We're finding things around the home in different places, so different homes, different places, and maybe that'll help. Or should we have different delivery, like people who are picking up those deliveries and hiding them, and then we can end with just like the big smiles of people finding things? Is that maybe a little more in line? Yeah, how do you think, Krieg? Like, how's the pitch?
We get a couple shots of Cash hiding things around the place, and then maybe delivering some rocks to some people, and then we can swoop into
Is
these
Cash
otters.
playing the sacred oyster that hides the shells?
Oh,
No.
that would be such a great idea.
Melinoë, you saw that outfit. You saw a big foam costume in the other room that is a giant oyster that has leg holes.
As soon as I hear that, I go in, just kind of as quiet, not really that quietly, but just kind of be all like, just without rousing suspicion, I'm gonna go grab that costume. I will roll for it just to see how bad it is.
Oh yeah, fucking hit me with that roll.
Would it be a disadvantage or just roll?
Just straight up roll. All right, it's a tough choice. Here's your tough choice. It is either heinous, just absolutely terrible, or it's beautiful, but you know, Cash won't know, but you know Cash is gonna get stuck inside this.
We're gonna go with the second option. I love you, Cash.
No, you don't. Obviously not.
For the mission. For the mission.
I am on a mission. I want to go home. Are you sure?
I don't know if I can
No.
get Midjourney to make me a 1930s oyster costume.
It's gonna be horrifying. They're all horrifying.
Just gonna be like
Right.
Cloister, except just for the face is for Cloister, just Cash's face.
Kill me.
Right, so the idea is we'll have Cash on there hiding stuff all around the place, and then one scene will be one otter, and then next scene will be another otter. You don't have to say anything just yet because we're gonna find stuff first, and then once everyone has a scene of finding something, we can then do a big scene of you breaking it together as a group, because you know you got to do things that you like together with people you like. So we'll get you together, and you guys are all happy and joyous, and then we can get things going.
Reedy
Right?
Reedy slides up to Krieg and just like whispers into his ears, like, what if they put together one of our fucking new things? What if it's like they each get a puzzle piece of the by
Oh.
Six Berry? Like, and then they put it together, and at the end, it shows a picture of Holt.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Right?
We can do that, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Also, Alan's doing a terrible job coming up with a 1930 oyster outfit. It's terrible. We're just gonna have to. We're playing in our heads this time, guys. You're gonna have to imagine. You're gonna have to use your own imaginations to picture Cash in a giant foam oyster outfit hiding presents.
I have a question. For the post office, is there a logo, like on a patch or something?
Oh, there is, but it's terrible. So, you guys have carte blanche to change everything.
So, because I wanted to put maybe a better looking logo of the post office on the oyster costume. Just but subtle.
Branding, it's great.
All right. So,
First, we need to get something to quiet down those lights so we can move them a little bit better. Reedy, do you have any lubricant?
Crunch, crunch,
Yep,
crunch.
needs lube.
Oh, fucking Reedy always has lube on him. He reaches into his like cape pockets. He's just like, oh, not that one. That one's for fun. Do you need warming or like just? Oh, it's for the lights. Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
nearly
Yeah,
spit out
yeah.
my water.
Not shocking.
I will also say during this, if there was a fourth wall, this man is doing The Office. Just staring at it like,
Although we should probably give some of that warming gel to Cash
Yeah.
since he's being so helpful. Maybe he
Oyster
can use it
shell
later.
staring at the camera, just like. What does an
Fine.
oyster shell doing the
Really
gym
fit
face
better?
look like?
What the?
This is what hell looks like.
It's so tight, Cash. Like you gotta use some of this lube to fucking get in there.
Absolutely the fuck not.
It's the numbing kind. Don't worry.
I will reiterate, absolutely the fuck not.
He's just like, alright, just suit yourself, And like,
Don't worry.
he climbs on a ladder, and like you just see Reedy fucking lubing the lights. He's just like, but we still haven't figured out how to like make them move during the set, well, unless you want me to reach a broom handle, but that's gonna be in your line
no,
of sight.
I got that. I can reach it as he stretches his arms. This
But
way
now
I'm
your
not in a camera
arm's just
shot.
gonna be in the scene.
No,
Okay,
it'll be fun.
Wait, I have an idea.
Oh,
So
yes.
after I'm gonna say like I did some arts and crafts and made a very nice like curse, like the fancy cursive with like some of the chains of the jewelry that I have to pin to the oyster so it spells out the logo. And then be like, okay, I'm gonna put my body in a corner and then I'm gonna phase out and go phase into the lights.
Yeah,
The
Absolutely.
yeah.
silver ones. The silver ones. The silver chains.
Alright, so Melinoë is now our lights, and I'm gonna say you'll notice that we said it before. The microphones are connected to the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they're lubed up, you can raise and lower the microphone, so the sound is significantly better, and the lighting is significantly better.
I want to like quickly describe what it's like seeing this happening because
Yeah, do it.
Because so Melinoë like sits herself down and then all of a sudden her body just slumps, and then this light blue, it looks like it's glowing like smoke, like from a fog machine, just kind of pours out from the eyes and the nose, and it just kind of like forms into a small ball and it floats up into the lights. So it's really creepy looking, but it's like kind of pretty at the same time.
Like all the artists just like, it's magic. Oh, it's stage magic. I never thought I was gonna be able to see some with silver thimbles like stage magic. That's fascinating.
Ceylon, can you help them with some wardrobe and makeup because you've got the best out there, obviously. No contest.
This way, boys. It's like, not you, Ambrosia. You're perfect. We'll add a couple extra silver baubles here and there, but we'll work it like scene to scene. I like the idea that Ambrosia is going to be like, kind of like the it girl in some of the scenes. So like, you get special, but everybody else, like the regular people that are finding all their pieces, yeah, I think I'd like to do a lot of these I yelled silver chains, and it's like I'd like to do a lot of the silver chains that I have, and like what's it called? Not encrust. Line, like the so everything on their suits, so we're giving them crisp silver lines. So like if the lights were out, you'd think it was like those like glow lights kind of things, but that's how like hot everything's gonna look. Like their clothes are gonna look like sharp with that. Yay. Should they have dangles elsewhere? Maybe just on their bows.
You just hear from the lights. You should make hints for the boys with the hats.
Oh, good idea. Pat to the.
You just wave it at the
But of course.
Ambrosia sidles up next to Cash, and she's just like, is this your first time acting? Like, have you acted before? I'm sure that you guys all must have acted plenty of times. You're all so great.
Yes, This is my first time.
Oh, you don't sound nervous at all.
Oh, trust me.
I do. I trust you with my
Why?
life.
Please don't.
Look at you. Nobody's filled out that that oyster costume so well, and we've all tried.
See how he's keeping all of his anxiety inside, and is only showing. I think that's an emotionless face, or it's one stealing to kill me. I get those two mixed up all the time.
And yes, ass of a lizard. That is exactly what is happening.
See? Now we just need to capture that and then spread it to the rest of the crew.
I'm sorry,
So
did you
that-
call him an ass of a lizard?
Yes.
Nice.
Hey, you've got a wife. Don't stop looking at my ass, sir. Please, you know.
To be fair, you aren't even my type. Don't even try.
That's great.
Oh,
Let's
she is
move
just
on.
like, he's not my type either. It's like, can you tell me about that frog? Oh, that frog.
He's
Look at that
married.
guy.
He's
Oh,
married.
I've
And
never
you're-
let that stop me before.
Ooh.
You should. You see much better than you see much better than that.
Reedy has no interest in her. She is far too small.
Yeah, who needs that?
Reedy's like looking at pictures of Sabbatha, like that he bought in his wallet, just like every once in a while elbowing Krieg. Check it out.
Oh,
so big.
no.
If you can
Pretty
manage to
big,
somehow
yeah.
be a kaiju, I'm sure he'll consider it, but I don't think that's possible.
She's so big.
She's so big.
Oh my god.
Respectively, of course.
All right, everyone. Melinoë is your lights and sound system. Ceylon, you got him well dressed. You don't have to make a roll for that. You had all the stuff. We set it up, which is dumb but awesome. Krieg, you are behind the camera. Reedy is eating a crispy Krieg. You guys all should be able to move around move around all of the tokens. Show me the scenes.
Mm,
Okay, Ceylon, do you have any lines for the first couple scenes, or do you want it just to be kind of a silent, or maybe we narrate the first couple scenes, and then at the end we have the actor speak something? What do you think?
I'm loving that. And then that also gives us a chance to like voice over something a little more like quick and like snippy and smart. So let's see if we can just get those shots first. So then we go like back to the whiteboard, and so that way we can actually do our storyboarding. So like telling a story in 3 parts, right? So we're hiding, we're finding, we're bringing together love, joy, everything's great. You should do it. Us, what? Yeah, that's the what are our emotions?
So hiding, it has to be cash first, right?
Yeah, let's do some hiding. And in those same scenes, so we'll like Cash will
Do we
hide
want to
something.
do the house scene first, or do we want to move somewhere else first?
Ooh, yeah, no. Let's do like 4 locations, and then
One
we'll
for each
film.
person, you think?
Yeah, and then I guess 5 locations, because then one for all of them. They all come together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
got to be the dinner scene. That's got to be the
Oh,
dinner scene.
indeed. And
That's
then,
Reedy. Whenever I talk like that, it's Reedy.
Oh, like, yeah.
Then we
We
can
can have it
have-
set up at the table. We'll have the bread set up at the table.
with the bread at the
Perfect.
table. So like Cash go hide, then the first person go find, then Cash go hide, next person go find, and we'll get those shots. And then like I would like to take a shot of Ambrosia also finding like each time kind of thing. Also to that way like builds confidence. They've done it enough times, so hopefully we'll get a good shot anyways.
So you want individuals and then individual with Ambrosia, or just individuals with Ambrosia?
Ooh, are you thinking Ambrosia could be in every scene kind of situation? Like they're always there too? I don't know. What do you think? What sells? Will she sell?
Look at her. Of course she will.
She's going in every scene, buddy. All right.
She's
yeah,
just like,
one
look
with,
at
one
me.
without.
Have you ever seen such a goddamn stacked otter?
And she won't have to talk. We're good. Like, all right, let's do it.
She just saunters through the fucking door. She's like, "Oh, I'm not my scene yet. I'm sorry." And she's just like, "But okay."
Well, this is just
only
singing
need
in
4
the rain.
locations.
This is just singing in the rain.
Okay,
You know,
you four
good
come over
morning.
here.
Good morning.
We need Cash to hide some. What are we gonna have Cash hide? Jewelry.
Different silver jewelry, for sure. Those are the presents for Shelling Day.
All right, Cash. Can you reach the silverly on the table, or do you need someone to hand it to you?
So this is a side thing, how I'm imagining this particular costume is it's one of those, like, it looks like an oyster, and it's got, like, maybe googly eyes on it, because, you know, nothing's better than an oyster with googly eyes on it. And those, like, 4-finger, like, plush gloves, so he's having a hard time even grabbing anything, so you will need help to start out.
Oh, Nika sent me Nika put an image in our fucking our special Discord about it, but like, Nika, can you just drop that first one that you found somewhere in the Discord?
If it's what I think it looks like, then Christ.
It's perfection.
The one that you put in the image that we kept trying to like generate other images out of, that you kept trying to like, yeah, that oyster. Oh, okay, good. As long as you guys have all seen that terrible oyster thing that Nika posted. Terrible, but absolutely great.
Wait, where?
It almost reminds me of Sexy Zubat.
You know what's really funny is that there's 2 of them, and one's male, the other one's female. And the female one's, I think that's that one.
I actually can't start talking about oysters because I recently listened to a podcast all about oysters, and I know a lot about them suddenly, so I can't get in the subtopic. I'll get lost.
The rabbit hole would just begin from there.
It'd be the worst.
Well,
Did you guys know that New York City is built on oysters?
Brilliant.
The otter hole will just go down forever.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, Krieg. Not Krieg. All right, Krieg and Cash. Where are we hiding this shell? How are we doing it?
What are our 4 locations? We have Consonant, Holt, the Academy, and then the diner.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna use the diner last.
And diner
this
last.
this was Consonant, right? Yeah. No, this was. I don't know which one this one was. But yeah, we have 4 different spaces. This is the silver thimble, because that's just painted curtains.
Mm-hmm.
There's the diner. That wall is actually painted. It's not a curtain painted. Not sure why they painted a curtain in the first place. This is just the prop room. Not sure what they thought they were doing with the monster or the dragon, but I was ready in case we went like a different direction with this.
I mean, when you always gotta have a monster and a dragon like on standby.
What was I gonna do? I think this entire game has been a salad, and I'm happy for it. Like, not a salad, but like this is just literally us doing the damn thing.
This is creative work. We're iterating. Let's go.
That's not the right room.
Nothing says fun like oysters in hell.
All right, Cash. All right, Ceylon. Krieg. What's the mood here? Is it sneaky? Does Melinoë need to like dim the lights? Is this in the middle of the night? Are you sneaking? Are you like on your tiptoes carrying these shells full of jewelry?
I don't know the name of the legendary clam hider person thing that like for Shelling Day. Top it. Just... Are they scary? Is it?
Well, let's ask the otters. So when the sheller hides these shells, is it kind of at night or is it kind of middle of the day?
That's the beauty. It happens whenever we hit the limit. That's immediately when these items start getting hid. Like, some people
Okay.
say that it's our parents, but I don't believe them. That essence is just like, I don't believe it's my parents. My parents could never think to hide items from me. Why would they ever lie? And, like, you see the other three of them, like shaking their head no, that it is, in fact, the parents. This is basically Santa Claus.
But how do you know that it is time? Like when you've hit the limit?
When you find the shells.
Okay.
I feel like jaunty.
So-
What do you feel about like high knees?
Well, let's look at Cash there. What lighting perfectly works for Cash's new outfit? What do you think?
None. No lighting.
I think slightly dimmed lighting with some little spotlight so that whenever Cash moves, it sparkles.
Ooh.
Ooh, get that little glinting.
The silver glint that we have for the logo.
Absolutely.
Really sat down at like a shitty keyboard like organ. He's ready to be like, I'm set. He's gonna do the doo-doom, 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 doo-doom.
Okay, don't worry, Cash. We won't have you face the camera because we want everybody to see the branding on your backside.
I don't think there's any chance that Cash is not facing the camera, as they are a giant oyster. If you film them from the side, they are lost. You are just like a line walking through this room.
Gotta walk like at a 3/4 angle with also having the branding showing and jewelry the entire time. Alright.
See, Cash knows what's up.
With
I'm
high
in
knees,
hell.
I need you to like jauntily bounce left and right kind of thing. Yeah.
Last
You're just
question.
high energy.
Who is the narrator?
We'll do it in post. We're just getting the shots.
Don't think we
We're
have
doing-
time for
Alright.
both.
Okay, so we're not worried about like what they say here. We're gonna do that in post. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Go
All
ahead.
right, Cash. Actually, Cash and Melinoë, give me a 20-sider apiece.
Okay.
Cash did fine, perfectly fine. Like, you played exactly what they wanted, no more, no less. But don't worry, that lighting fucking cooks.
Yes!
Beautiful. Like, this scene is so well lit, nobody cares what the words. Like, Ceylon, it dawns on you that you might not even need. Like, you could do all the scenes this way. Like, you don't need words. It could just be
Mhm.
hiding and then a little like, but you do know you need for the end, you're gonna need a good catchphrase.
Yes, every
Like,
kiss.
for everything else, there's Holt. No, that's not right. I'm trying to think of like good catchphrases from like, break me off a piece of that silver necklace. No.
But it's also delivery
Maybe it's
service.
natural, maybe it's Holt.
Mmm. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Boo-wah.
Silver is an otter's best friend.
Every Holt begins with H.
I don't even know what that means.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Holt's packaging.
We're gonna get sued. This is how we get sued.
No, we won't do it with. It's with
Hold your
ha,
loved ones
it's
close. It's
H's, not
pretty
B's.
good.
It's ha 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 ha. Like, and now it's good. It's transformative enough. Ship it. We're good to go.
It's like, why is the Holt brand yet laughing at us? Okay, but what's it look like? Is it just exactly that? Like, actually, I'm sorry. Cash, how are you walking into this room?
So, I imagine that with the nature of what he's supposed to do, like, have you seen those older, like, quote-unquote kids movies that are, like, black and white, where the costume character is, like, supposed to ham it up?
Oh yeah, definitely. Are you like full extension legs?
Yeah, like, he's embracing his inner cat heritage and just putting the leg all the way out.
Cat legs, cat legs.
Goodness, pointed toe in every. Wow, professional. I am so impressed.
Reedy, like, because like the sound is tied to the lights, Reedy is nailing this. It's just like every time you put your foot down, it's like doom, 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 doom.
Weedy is a man of rhythm and just you can't.
Weedy knows how to dance.
Oh.
We saw Weedy dance with Lore.
Pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Okay, so then Cash leaves the scene as like something is hit. Oh, I'm sorry, Cash. I interrupted you. Please describe you hiding this shell.
Very, like I said, very hammy, very like kind of like I said, he's trying to keep himself like quote unquote 3/4 view for the camera so he could be seen, but is just like hiding it politely in ways that it's obvious where it's hidden for the camera, of course, and just in case the otters have a problem for some reason.
Oh, they will.
Oh, okay, good. But yeah, he's just, like, I'm assuming, are they, like, does he have, like, also follow-up things? They said that this happens because they've hit a certain, like, limit in terms of, like, overhead. That he doesn't have a basket, but he has, like, a bag that's got, like, their money sign on it or something.
Okay,
equivalent
absolutely.
To it. So it's just
Just a silver ring.
Yeah, he's reaching into it and setting it and just like doing that, and then doing like if there's a like the hand to mouth like ooh, because he's having it up because he's just like, I am in hell, but I might as well just deal with it now.
Absolutely love it. And then Ambrosia and Files like come into the room, and they're coming back from a night on the town, and like you see Ambrosia like is looking around, but she's not finding it. But I know that this scene isn't supposed to have lines, but Ambrosia thinks it would be much better with lines. So she's gonna start talking right now. Krieg, how do you direct her to like, no, this is a quiet scene?
Kind of wave to get her attention, and then I kind of mimic the be quiet scene, because you have to be sneaky to find the hidden shells, because that's the important part.
Please roll me a 20-sider. I need to know if she is like sneaking around her, like apparently her own place. Yes!
Oh my
No. No.
Oh no! Oh no! You could have just said smile with your tits, but no! Oh god!
Yes, because I would know that phrase.
Ambrosia's just like, and here I am at home! I wonder if anybody hid anything from me. And like I think File is just following direction perfectly, and he's just like he's just like silently miming. He finds the thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She's gonna quickly move away from her and into him. We can get her in another shot. It'll be fine.
Absolutely. Because it's a 1, I'm gonna let this rock. But she is furious. Like, I know the silver makeup has mostly worn off of her. Her cheeks are turning red, and she's just like, if you could have steam come out of your ears, she does. And then
I'll ply her later. It'll be fine.
Placate her later. And File picks up the shell and looks at the camera and does like, and he pulls out a little like a decorative stone that he had in his pocket. And he shatters it, and inside is a single piece of that bread. And it's just like, oh.
Right. Next scene. Let's go. Where's the next scene at?
All right.
Here we go. All right. I'm gonna pull Ambrosia over again. It's like, okay. Beautiful doll. You're great. You need to speak with your body, not with your lips.
I do like that you went immediately to that light sparkly, but could you go to this one? You're more on screen if you're in that one.
Okay, perfect.
I gotta center it.
Thank
Production value on the pretend production value.
I know.
Be anywhere other than the middle of the screen. Nobody could not be on screen.
All right, so you just called her beautiful and doll, and it goes to her head. she's just like, but I get this whole scene, right? This one's my scene.
Okay, remember, we want people to see your body, not hear you talk, because they're focusing on you, okay? All eyes on you. So just keep your pretty little lips closed for now, and then we can get you taken care of, okay?
Smile through the eyes. Through the eyes. There you go.
Right.
Cook them. Get them in there.
Yeah, Reedy just like looks over your shoulder. He's like, yeah, you're really small. You're not particularly my type, but I can see why people do like what you've got going on. So like, smile.
For your waist, you're pretty big, so don't worry.
She's not very
And then,
big.
I would just
She's so,
try and
look
make
at
her
so
feel
small
better.
she is.
I know, but she needs
You don't have to
confidence.
lie to this poor girl. Like, you don't get confidence through lies. Like, listen, Otter lady, you're fine. That's great, but like, and then he starts like, this is a result of you one, for the record. He starts showing her pictures of Sabbatha. It's like, this is a woman.
That's
This
his wife.
is what you should strive to be. And he looks at it, he's just like, she's so big. So just, can you? It's just like, I've got this director role. Again, Reedy did not sign any of that paperwork. Reedy is not on the hook for anything that you guys do here. He's just like, can you be big? So yeah, that's her direction from Reedy, and it's going to her head, for the record.
Like in a
And
good
is
way.
the
Do you want
other
her to
otter,
be big in this role?
I want her to be big of spirit and heart and show it through the eyes. Show your
I can't wait to
wonder.
roll to see how she interpreted that.
Okay, and then is this other otter right here, underneath file? What was her name again?
This is Pensia. Like,
Okay, is she shorter than Ambrosia?
oh, most certainly, she's tiny.
Okay, so we can put Pansia next to Ambrosia to make her look bigger than she actually is.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Lower the
Use
camera.
a focus, yeah.
And like, Reedy's just like, yeah, but she's not gonna look that big compared to like the clam. Can we make
Can I just like drop a random microphone on Reedy's head, like, oops,
Oh yeah, for sure. Roll.
and then pick it back up?
Let's attack Reedy.
I'm like, hey,
We're not attacking him. He's
It's
getting
not. I'm not gonna break. I'm not breaking the combat thing. That would be wrong. You have a
It's
tough
just a
choice.
polite bonk.
This will knock Reedy out cold, but you will lose a mic.
I'm willing to risk it.
All right. So yeah, Reedy's just like thunk, and you just all hear that high preach like.
And then I shut it off, going like, oh no, that mic broke. I'm so sorry.
It happens all the time. Like we don't. And like I think Melinoë, you're in this thing, so like you can see it. This isn't the best built stuff. They built it by just looking at other people's stuff. Like nobody knew how to build this stuff. Like that's a camera that's made by fucking gumption and will.
This is Warhammer Orc stuff. That's
Yeah, it's Warhammer Orcs building like, but like, what if they were building 1930s? I was just like, all right, fuck it.
Yes.
Okay, so Truffles, do you know how to play an orchestra?
Truffles, of course,
Our-
knows how to play. Like he hops on the
Perfect.
keyboard. He's got his fucking. He's tickling those ivories.
Perfect, because Reedy's now unconscious at the moment, so you're gonna take care of all of our stuff. Do a great job, and we'll get you some more food when we get home. You got this.
Just it's playing the Mission Impossible theme.
More chickpeas.
He loves chickpeas.
I'm missing chickpeas, I promise.
Somebody does.
Alright, so first scene is Cash, because he has to hide everything, and then once he's off the screen, Ambrosia, Pansia, you guys can go. Remember, the keyword here is silence. And big, because...
And
Nice.
big.
Yeah.
Like Ambrosia's like, I'm big. All right,
And action.
hit me with that 20-sider, Cash.
Oh,
2. Hit me with that 20-sider, Melinoë.
Okay, here we go.
17. Absolutely. Again, like, how does the lighting make the weird, like, because Cash, you're not doing a bad job. Not at all. You were forced into this weird costume that, like, now is, like, weighed down with jewelry and is 2 sizes too small for you.
Oh, I had the perfect idea. Like, so, like, Cash goes to move, it blacks out, and Cash is in a new spot, the lights come back up, so it looks like...
Oh, fucking just teleporting oyster.
Yes!
Awesome. Magic.
There's somewhere in there where he trips and then his glasses just fall out the mouth and he's screwed from there.
I don't. I still don't know what crossing yourself looks like in this world, but fucking, you see all the otters do it. Alright, so like that happens exactly, and then coming in is Panacea and Ambrosia, and Ambrosia is trying to like make huge steps. She's just like, roar, and she's like moving in slow motion.
Every movie's gotta have that slow motion scene. It's fine.
I'm gonna roll to see if she can like. Oh, you know what? Ceylon, what direction do you give her that makes her calm the fuck down?
The like bigness. So it's like you have to be like who you are, right? And so fill the space, fill the room, and others will want to like be a part of that. And so when you're talking about like the big motions, they are still very smooth in that. So she is big gliding, big, and this just the way I T-posed in, you gotta take up that space because it's yours to command. And so that's kind of
confidence.
I remember the character that Ambrosia's reminded me of is Lena Lamont. Is that character?
Is that the Animaniacs character?
No, that's the character. That's the character from Singing in the Rain, where she's a great silent movie actor. But speaking
it's the woman that talks very much like this because she can't talk. Yeah, her. Yeah.
God damn, you are.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's the sexiest accent I've ever heard. I've never been more aroused.
Just buy the silver. Oh no! I am gonna like rouge back her lips, but like on the silver kind of way, like make her, just touch up her makeup from last time. But yeah, she's feeling it. She's feeling it.
Oh, she's feeling it, and like she's taking up the whole scene, and she's really just
Big.
she's not. This isn't for the male gaze or the female gaze. This is literally for herself.
This is for the
The
Ambrosia
gaze.
games.
Yeah, she's for her gaze.
So that's.
I think
what's up.
Panacea finds the shell as like she fucking just like eats up the scenery, and Panacea like breaks it, and you see that other part of it.
And that's where we fade out to is after Ambrosia, and then last 5 seconds of Panacea breaking the shell, and then we fade out to the next scene.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go straight to like the next scene is gonna go great, and we're gonna get to like the kitchen scene, like the final scene. Everybody's sitting around, each one of their plates has a piece of this bread on it that we know has a picture of Holt on it. What is Cash's role? What is the oyster's role in this scene?
We gotta lower them from the ceiling so it looks like they're floating in the background.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Man
on,
of vision.
Please.
You got vision, baby. Let's
Please.
do it.
We're almost there.
Or if
One
I do
more.
if I do this for you, and by the way, this is like a total diva moment, but this man is like so tired of this
Thank you.
already.
Thank you.
If I do this for you, you owe me something, Mr. Vernix. I hope you understand. I hope you know that.
I just have
I'm
them
sure we can work
wrapped
something out.
in an unused microphone cord, just like blowing them down.
I am in hell. This is how I die. I didn't
That
see
broken
the
microphone, we're using
clamps
it here.
but I am
Yeah,
going
there
to
we
die
go.
here.
But before we need that catchphrase for Cash to say.
I'm not
What's
saying
our
anything.
catchphrase?
Yeah, we need that catchphrase.
Stop.
Hey.
That catchphrase, yeah.
I think Korari had a really great suggestion. Silver makes swifter. I don't know. I thought that was kind of.
I really
nice.
liked Puppin or Flynn, Axolotl. Like they had a really good one up there. Silver, not Septed Silver Forever, but it was Holt and your loved ones close. I thought that was pretty alright.
That was cute. I mean, let's try both. Like we don't know what's, and then we can do some A/B testing.
Oh yeah,
See how it
Cash,
goes.
give me the line. Give me the line.
What was the line?
Holt your loved ones close. That's like take one from the top.
Hold your loved ones close.
And Bro's just like, yeah, it's perfect. That's how I would have said it.
Right. And then
Uh,
try silver makes you swifter.
silver makes you swifter.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Now say it like you believe
hate
what you're
yourself.
saying. Maybe. Oh, okay. Also a good pointer.
So, for example, you're back home after a long day. You're going to see your wife. You're happy to see them, and then you just say, "Hope your loved one's close," because you're looking at your loved ones.
Oh, we just got another one that was really good. It's Holt. Precious memories, precious metals.
Ooh.
I don't know why the moon's talking, but it is.
We'll fix it in post. It's fine.
All the otters like they fucking cross themselves again.
Okay, so do we want to try that one, the newest one, the whole
Do
precious
one where I
memories,
don't
precious
sound
metals?
Like I hate you people.
The funniest, like you can, or else I'm gonna ask Krieg and Ceylon to do it because they're gonna record it in post. Which one would you like to do? Like you
I
put on the
think
costume.
You got you floating in
I
the
didn't
air.
put it on.
That's fair. It was put on you. It was lubed up and slapped on you.
It's like I've been saying, this is what hell looks like. Put me back. I don't know where.
Man,
please.
October's games just got a lot more interesting. Fuck my plans. We're all doing costumes. You're all fucking furries for this big.
Sweet.
Is it a Shelly?
Ooh.
A chicken suit, guys. Fuck yeah.
If you're not gonna say the line, can we like spin you a little bit?
No.
I'm already just doing the slow spin.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think Cash has a say in that one.
You took long enough.
If I don't have to say the fucking line, spin me.
Okay. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it in post.
So you'll be spinning the whole time, this like nice controlled spin, as then the camera zooms into the people on the table, and then like the pieces all came together. That was the original. We're still on that kind of shot.
Oh, and then I have an idea. And then it pans up, and we have Cash, like, where the logo is visible on the costume, so it just ends on the logo.
Loving it. Loving it.
Boom,
Let's see if we
boom.
got it.
All right. Ready, set, go.
Roll to not get sick, Cash. $13. You did not
TikTok.
get sick, but ooh, it's spooky. Oh my god, this is so great. Okay, so
No.
you guys have been working on this for hours. Hours and hours. This is 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, no.
Right now.
We're pulling an all-nighter. It's okay. We're almost done.
Yeah, you're almost
there.
done. Don't you
That
worry.
is- Yeah.
Don't worry about what else
We're
is
so
happening
close.
in the world right now.
We're on a
We're
contract.
focused.
Yeah. Time gets away when you're like super creative and like people want to know your.
If this
Yeah.
is what creativity looks like, I don't want to be creative anymore.
But that 13
You're
is a
doing great,
full
you're doing great.
success. This scene is great. Like, it works. They put all the pieces together. You guys see Holt. It's very recognizable on this bread, which is fascinating. And as soon as it's over, they're all just, can we eat this? It smells delicious.
Yeah. Now that the scene's over, you can I'll have a piece.
And they'll like snarf it down, and their eyes go like solid black. But I think Otter's eyes are mostly black anyway. But like, they love it. Like, oh, where can we get more of this? Is this?
So
Is
we're
this gonna
opening up a Krieg at Market Square's Reedy's Bakery sometime soon. We just need the, of course, proper paperwork, permits, and then buildings. But you should see one there soon.
Oh, we're all so excited. Ambrosia's like loving it. Do you need a model at all? Like, as she like tries to be seductive, but she's got berries dripping down her cleavage. She's a terrible eater.
If you want to visit Placebo or Mr. Pills at my Market Square, he might be able to help you out.
And
As I
she's
push
just
the
like,
problem onto his shoulders.
absolutely, she's gonna flirt the fuck out of Placebo though. Like, they're gonna end up in a relationship by the end of this. I know it.
Nice. She's
I
got
He's a
would-
con man, and
well-
she's just terrible.
She's getting that stage light. All right? It's a lot of investment money. Now you gotta have a worker on your side. Absolutely. Get it.
I like the idea that you two wander off into the sound room with Truffles to record you guys as like backup.
Narrations.
Yeah, the narrations and stuff. Are we gonna untie?
Oh,
Cash?
I am gently
No.
letting Cash down. I'm being nice. It's like, all right, I tortured you enough. Just let them down.
But like, then I'll add that like you do that, but he doesn't like. You just let him down, and he's just laying flat on the ground because he's so done.
As we're walking into the sound booth, I want to. Hey, Otters, can you help Cash out of that suit as we close the door?
Run it. Ambrosia ties a rope to Truffles, and then like to Soap's legs, and slaps Truffles' butt as everybody else holds onto the top of the suit. And let me tell you, it's not working.
At this point, just let me die in this.
No, it's a rental.
It's not my money. I'm sorry.
It's
Let
my
me
money!
die. It's fine.
I'm gonna phase back into my body, and I just go to Reedy and just get some more lube and just be like, hold on. Just kind of just
Oh, it
like,
smells like cinnamon.
oh god.
Ooh, spicy.
Cash, I'm sorry, but I'm a doctor, it's fine. And so like around where like they would slip in, just kind of gently put lube there so they can try to slip back out.
None of you are sorry for this.
You're right.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not.
they're all just lying to you whenever they say that they're sorry.
Oh, he knows. I know. I'm
Yeah.
aware.
Little lube job between doctors. It's fine.
It's
Quit
fine.
that. They're professionals.
Yeah, what's a little lube between doctors?
No. After this, I am no longer a doctor. I just want to go die in peace.
All right, Krieg and Ceylon, hit me with those lines, and then we'll have the stream like tell us which one they like best.
Okay. The first one that came to mind is, here we see the sheller in its natural habitat, hiding shells for the otters to find. Will they be able to find them before it's too late? Oh, look, there's an otter creeping up. She seems to be about to say something, but that other otter actually found it. Let's look at him. Oh, he seems super happy.
I didn't mean to
that
make him
he's
breathe
found-
fire.
He seems super happy that he's found his shell with the prize inside.
Okay, so Krieg's, you don't have to go through the whole thing. I was actually just saying the one lines, but that's actually hilarious. So Krieg's version is very Dave Attenborough. Okay, absolutely love it. Let's keep that in mind. Ceylon, what's your version of this look like?
I think whether we keep Krieg's part or not, absolutely loved it, adored. He's a professional. He knows what he's doing. And then Ceylon's coming in near the tagline as we like zoom in and just hold. Precious memories, precious metals. And then doing the other one, and I already forgot, what is it? Just like,
Hold
oh
your
no.
loved ones close or something like that.
Your loved ones close. And it's just like, yeah. That's it. Like, I'm just recording those taglines to see if they actually vibe.
We don't even need to do the vote in the thing. We'll just take them both. Like,
Oh.
we'll take the. It's very like Dave Attenborough, like stalking the sheller, and then it ends in just like. And yeah, this commercial. Can I get all of you to roll me a 20-sider?
1.
And just yeah, everybody's gonna roll 1 20-sider. I am negating ones. There's no way you guys can have a 1 on this.
These numbers up. No.
These numbers are rough.
Melinoë,
You can do it.
believe. Oh my god.
Okay, okay.
It was.
Alright.
Highest is
So-
a 9.
For an extra roll, what do you change in post? What's just not working?
For some of the scenes, they're walking. It seems kind of stiff. So I would imagine we could try and smooth those transitions out, or maybe if
I gotta
Ash
say,
is having a little bit of too much teleporting, we can try and kind of ease up on the lighting. Maybe.
I think if we're having a problem with the walking looking a little stilted, then we might want to change it to more teleporting.
Okay.
Like, cut some frames out of the scenes where the sheller shows up at the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
Make it just look like he's
Cut.
warping around like he does in the second scene.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, for me, I think it's the initial object that comes out of the bread, like that comes out of the first clam, that it comes out and it's a piece of bread. I was expecting something silvery and shiny.
Like a chain
Okay.
necklace.
Replace the bread with
Yeah.
some silver shiny baubles.
I think so. I think we gotta, state a message. We still have the bread on the table. That's right next to the zoom in. So I think your product, love ya, but
Reedy's
yeah.
unconscious, so he can't argue with you.
Yeah. So more silver out of the shells. That'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cash,
like
do you
it.
want to reshoot the scene where you have to like deliver it, or do we just want to do all the cuts in post?
What would be? Wait, what was the scene? I apologize. I had to let the cat in. Let the cat in.
Oh no, it's fine. It's basically you would make another roll for the scene where you like set the first shell down because we're gonna fill them with silver instead. We could do it in post, which will just make Krieg and Ceylon make the rolls.
I thought it was a
Where's you wanna-
closed shell because Essence smashes it, and
he does
inside
smash
is bread.
it, yeah.
You
We
just
need
have to
Essence.
smash to open it. Yeah.
Yeah, we need a new that shot of
Ah,
Essence.
okay, okay.
smashing.
Essence is in for it.
Because I was gonna say if I had to choose, unfortunately, it would have to be fixed in post because he's not putting the damn thing back on.
Not putting the suit back on. I'm fine with that. We're not shooting the scene again.
God.
We've got 2 extra dice right now.
We just
Oh,
need
yeah.
their hands. We just need like a close shot of their hands opening. So that's good. We don't need ambrosia. Yeah. It's okay.
She's like, "Do you need me for another scene? I am ready to go." And I smell like cinnamon.
Oh, get it. No, we're just gonna correct one of these little things. It's all good.
All right, if you're sure. Give me 2 more 20-siders. 1 from Krieg, 1 from Ceylon. That 3 is so
Yo.
sick. Why are you guys being... There we go. Krieg got it. Krieg is a master in post. He's just like snipping the film, like overlaying it, and all like it looks
Hot
great.
piece. You're so
Sadly,
fast.
the one downside is it's not as much advertising for Reedy's Bakery at Krieg's at Market Square anymore. It's still like there's still the snack at the end, but like we're not seeing every shell break open with the bread. Now it's every shell breaks open with beautiful jewelry, which is great for them. Not as good for like Krieg.
I mean, the forest seemed very enamored with it at the end, so I think that's better than everyone else.
Oh yeah, word of mouth. This thing is like
Hell yeah.
it's
Word
gonna
of
go
mouth is
crazy.
better.
Mhm.
Yeah. So everybody wins.
And then, yeah, after the editing room, everybody wants to go out for drinks. It's a fucking, like, Great Gatsby night situation. Holt is, like, throwing a party. There's, like, screenings of this commercial. They're so excited for it. So, let me check what Holt's reputation was with you guys before. I thought it was, like, -1, but somebody might have raised it. So let me check.
According
You
to the
raised it
sheet,
because of the
I think it was-
bakery.
No, it was raised before we came here.
Yeah, so it's +2. It is.
Unmute for
Yeah.
everyone. It started at 0. There was a boost for the jewelry, wearing the jewelry at the start of the game.
Okay.
Did I like mess up on that? I might have. It might be a +1 now.
It says
What you-
+2.
It
on
does, but I'm not.
I
seeing
want it
the
to end at a
record.
+3. I want
I
it to be I want Holt's reputation to be +3 with you guys right now. So however we make that number work, that is what it
Speakeasy
is.
had a boost.
Ah, yes, the Speakeasy did have a boost. Excellent. So yeah, we are at a +3 with Holt, and like you guys don't get the message of whatever happened. And they offer you wonderful rooms, all the food. Ether is so excited. She's just like tells you all, she's like, you did amazing, and like really bringing this to life. And like I can't believe you dealt with the like Reedy's still unconscious and drooling in the corner.
I'll fix that later.
I'll help out.
It's like oh he's just
It's
talking
fine.
himself out.
He worked
It's
really
fine. He needs
hard.
a good nap.
And she's just like, this is really gonna boost Holt's reputation, and like we are gonna begin moving into the movie making. We need every aspect of trade, and it's just like you all are amazing at your entertainment, but we need to bring something too. Who would we be if there was a form of trade that we weren't capable of? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Find what
And
works
we
for you.
we
Let it
strongly believe in this as like a relationship. Ceylon, at the end of the night, Ambrosia does return your necklace to you, but she does not take back the other necklace. She's like, I think that was bad luck and was making me feel a little nervous. So like, you hold on to that. I've got plenty more.
Mm-hmm. No worries. Would you? I would like to gift her something that, and it's just like a nice little calming dampener kind of thing. It's like taking half a Xanny kind of thing right before a performance.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Real
She's
nice.
fucking on a Zanny the whole day.
Are you sure? Just one?
I'm pretty sure she might just have a real drug problem.
Well,
I mean, if she's gonna be flirting with pills, I'm sure.
game recognized game. So, in that case, have you tried Schnacks?
Fucking Schnacks. She's like, I love Schnacks. And she's like staring deeply into like Pill's eyes, and Pill's just like, okay, here you go. Got some falafel for you. Cup of coffee. You can stop staring at me anytime now.
I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, sir.
Okay.
Have fun.
You suddenly see a very uncomfortable looking placebo. You're like, yeah, sure. That's just another Melinoë as I was making the moon.
You're fine.
And yeah, that is the end of the episode. As like the screen, like you all like lay down after a fucking like solid day. No idea what's happening in the rest of the world.
I'm just thinking about all the money I'm going to be making.
So much money.
So much more. So much.
It's nice that we're being known as like like communications and entertainment and like getting that like story and message out. Yeah. Now this could really turn into something. Like we should update more of their towers here. That way they can get even better signal from us. Because I know Patagon, he's got a couple things in the works, and he deserves it. He deserves to go like as far as his star will take him.
I think I need to be his agent after this is over. Do you think you'd talk to me?
You're gonna be a mayor.
I can work 2 jobs.
No.
5, 10
No.
jobs. That reminds me, again, did you reach out to Squishy yet? Or like the new, not Squishy, but new evolution of Squishy?
He's still Squishy. He's just known as Squishy Vernix. But he's got a full name now.
Have you found a chance to hang out with them? Kind of just feel your roots again?
You can feel my roots. Ambrosius says to Bills.
One second, no worries. You got this.
Yeah, we were able to talk with him when we made that first deal with Reedy. He came over and we hung out all night. It was great.
Oh, that's so good to hear.
A
That's
deal's
good.
a
That's
deal,
good.
says Imperial. Nika, are you gonna send him the cards or should I? Alright. Imperial, sorry about interrupting you guys. Imperial, if you could tell me what those 2 cards that you got are, because when you guys play a deal, it's a deal, I'm trying to make it reflect on what you got. That's why, like, when Tarkus pulled a wizard scroll, like, the Silver Thimble became better at, like, teaching wizards. So, you guys lost favor with Yoke because you're taking some of their students.
I'm just feeding Truffles chickpeas.
Oh, he loves them.
Cash is sitting on a table in the corner, just head on the table, just.
And then I
Hey.
just come over to Cash. It's like, here's some headache medication, here's some water, and here's some coffee. Pat, and go back to Truffles.
I'd
Hey,
rather have
Cash.
alcohol.
Reedy
Oh, don't
wanted
worry,
to give-
Ambrosia's got alcohol if you guys want to fucking, like, spice up your evening. She's been
let's
drinking this whole time.
Yeah,
Sorry, Krieg, I
let's
interrupted you.
No, you're fine. I was just saying,
Mixed
Cash.
alcoholic pills.
Krieg,
Oh.
Reedy wanted to give you guys a gift, you and Jellybean, because you helped him out with that recipe. You just hand over some lube. You
Aw.
know, for you two.
He looks at it.
I would fucking
it
love
looks-
it. Oh, go ahead.
Krieg dead in the eyes and goes, "I'm gonna get you, Mr. Vernix."
I'm just hoping that's not even a tube. I'm hoping they put their hands out for like a reward, and you just farted a bottle into their hands. Just, there you go.
And of style and class.
You're going to die tonight, Mr. Vernix. I hope you know that.
I've added you to the list of people who want to kill me. Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna hit us with a real quick recap of today's game. Not that I think it's gonna be a particularly long recap because it was a very small thing that happened, but I loved it. So we filmed a commercial for Holt. Like they are absolutely terrible of it at it. I was trying to like give you guys clues about that they were shitty at their ads because when Cash and Krieg were reading the newspaper earlier, like there's an ad for it, but it's equally as bad. They're amazing merchants, but they are very, very bad at advertising. Like if you get to their shop, they can sell you anything. Getting you in the door is next to impossible. They're shitty. They're terrible. So you guys, but they knew, and this is something that came from the RP, came from you guys saying it in the Discord when we asked, what's your export? And everybody said entertainment, and it's like that makes so much sense. Like, yeah, you guys grow enough food for yourselves, and yeah, there's like the mech factory, but it's not built to like. They're only just now being able to build like models that we can deal with, you know. That can be used, and they're still in their test phase. So, like, the number one thing that you guys are known for is web ball and roller derby, and we know that you have a cinema because we talked about it. So, like, yeah, you guys like film movies and stuff, like, and Patagon is a star. So there we go. And you guys did great. despite being like handcuffed to just really shitty actors and actresses. But don't worry, you had Cash, who was your pocket star.
And like
Good
his brother,
character
Cash
actor.
MVP.
Right? Cash MVP. CMVP.
Runs in the family.
CVP.
Can I was told that some stuff went down because like we eventually passed like the 1 a.m. mark. Can I simply like roll on that on, I don't have to like RP and stuff. It was just like to get a vibe on what even?
I don't
is?
think so. I think you guys were so in it.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yes.
Like, you don't have to
I
worry
love
about
that.
being sad. You don't have to worry about, like, any, like, you guys don't have to crush anything. You guys were doing so well and so engrossed in this that, like, it was just fine.
We're in
Like,
our
you guys
creative
are
bubble.
Yeah, you know, you were very much that.
Love it.
But
Absolute- there's
also, I
power.
just, real quick, all the buildings here are built of silver.
Oh.
So, like, but there we go. That's our last game for the weekend. And again, everybody, yeah, you guys definitely completed the no combat bounty, and I will get you guys your rewards. They will be hymnal based rewards. For the record, Holt based rewards, not hymnal. Holt based rewards, and we will. I've got 3 days off. I'm going to try to get as much done as possible. I got a long list of things to do. But you guys fucking killed it exactly like I knew you would. Like, making this game. Like, I fucking knew you would kill it. Yeah, well, it's just like, yeah, it's fine. I was not planning on doing that to Cash, but like every
Oh,
time
I
you
was.
acted nervous, I was like, oh no, we're putting them in that suit.
Great idea. Get in front of the camera. Oh, great.
Yes. Put the guy with like terrible anxiety at any level in front of a fucking camera and a
It was so
Then you're
funny.
entertained.
We made
Your
Melinoë
fault for
the
letting Krieg know
fucking
that.
lights.
I was in the light and sound tech.
It was just so funny.
Professional.
I was just like, the whole time as I was setting this up, I was like, they have no fucking idea what I'm gonna do. Like, what this game is. They think they're going in for like some kind of like trade agreements. Think they're gonna have to fight monsters or something. Nope. Fucking shoot a commercial.
So it's now doctor, lawyer, and actor apparently.
Right?
Nice.
You're gonna
nice.
need an agent.
Also, it's
I
these
have my
rooms.
own agent.
I tried to make the fucking like walk-in closets like 80 times, and they kept giving me like Golden Girls characters over and over again.
That's what you were trying to do. What the fuck?
I was trying to
Blazers.
not. I was like empty, and they're like, nope, this woman's gonna stand right here. I'm like, you can see like in it like where I erased them. Like, there was somebody here. Like, she's just a burn spot on the thing, and there was somebody here, and this one had a head, and this one had a head. They were all people, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable. But you guys have no idea what's going on. But
Oh my god.
we are gonna call. Oh yeah, here we go. Like, this had a head. That was where a person was. This had a head. This is
We had to
Reedy's
renovate.
chef hat.
It's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Soap. Cash has to have that. Mm.
Master Baker there.
Side.
You're gonna be hired for their like the Scheller festivals and
Nobody is
stuff now.
fucking hiring me ever again.
Oh no, you are on the fucking top of the list. Like, they have you written in as like the star of
But
that
it's-
commercial.
But it's
Like,
also
they-
the hardest star to get a hold of.
At the beginning of it, it's all sparkly. It's just like it shows the title. It's just like a shelling for everyone, starring Cash. And it looks like those fireworks that come in like with like boom and then they fizzle out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Or was it just keep going? It's that.
Okay.
That is how. Oh, that's. I'm sorry about Streamloots.
What happened when Reedy woke up? Was he okay?
Reedy woke up and he's just like, the commercial is like on one of the big screens. He's like, yeah! And then like the Ambrosia walking in big scene happens, and he's just like, And he's like, then he sees her really like kind of like put her arm under her tits, you know, and make them like really stand out. He's like, all right, big.
Yeah. Potential.
This is why I care more for larger mammals.
I too care for larger mammals. What kind of mammals do you like?
Silverback for a reason. Please, we have no more.
I didn't know that jelly bean is bigger than cash.
Reedy's just sucking his teeth. It's like, oh, gorillas.
And just Melinoë's all like, I don't have a
There's
spine, and I felt that
to
go
make
down.
sure,
Like,
there's a river outside, right, of like the cafe, right?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a river outside the
And
cafe.
he leaves and jumps in the river.
Oh, nice.
You're just like floating on the shell.
And he goes by, he's like, hey, Reedy, his wife is bigger than him.
Big wives.
This is why I'm
he's
glad
just
I'm
in the
mostly
river,
robot now.
and this
Oh.
is-
You think we
he's
should
in the
invite him to
river
the team
and he's
meeting?
letting
Of
this happen.
fate.
Yes.
Imperial, you drew a twist of fate. Would you like to switch two places' reputation?
Oh.
Interesting.
Use them math skills.
Math is math.
Yeah, I think the list
Nice.
is in somewhere. Oh, nice.
Top 10 producer. Oh my goodness. Top in the biz.
Thank you for that, Vanix.
What is Jelly Bean? Is Jelly Bean another,
She's also a honey badger.
Oh, okay. Solid. This game was ridiculous, everyone.
I loved it. I loved it. I'm
I
just
had
so
so
happy
much
with
fun.
those high rolls on the lakes. That was great.
Yeah, any two.
But the fives.
As much as I love the
Right.
cat doctor man, I also love it when he suffers. It's fun.
just Cash spinning in the slow circle.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a very flexible honey badger.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I don't think she
Reedy
can move
just
into
leans into the conversation.
I'm not elaborating. please.
7'6" flexible, you say? I guess I don't mean hymnal.
'Cause that'd be wild. Like, wow.
I don't know how we would switch it to make it. But like
anyone
Silver Thimble is not
figure it
locked for the record. Silver Thimble is +5, but it is not locked. That game is at the end of the month.
Wow.
So only Delve and Himble are locked.
No, Delve isn't locked either. We haven't played a game there.
Oh, so only Hymnal is locked then.
Yeah, only Hymnal is locked.
Okay. So only one has been locked.
Because
Good to
the
know.
last game this month, which is the election game, that is that game we are playing in the Silver Thimble.
So you could
Right.
lock one then. Like if you switch, okay.
Only
Like if it's been played.
if the place has been played. Yes,
Mhm.
that is fine.
So far,
Yeah,
it's been
cause
Hymnal,
chaos.
Mhm.
Twylark, and Holt, correct? The three? Or is it Digberg?
Oh yeah, true.
Digberg still exists, but Digberg is +2.
Oh, I was
Drydock
wondering,
is.
was it
Go ahead.
Drydock that was played, or was it Digberg that was played last time?
Chaos.
Right? Just move those delve points.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Whoa.
That's bad news for a lot of people. What did Imperial do to Obsession? Oh, that court's going real downhill real fast, everybody.
Oh boy.
Good thing we didn't spend a lot of time on them.
Yeah, thank God we didn't perform a coup there. And then Imperial is just like, you know what? You know what? It makes so much fucking sense because Imperial was there with Ento when they killed that pirate queen. And it's just like, take out the rest of the fucking crew. Just finish, like, because you know that they were all working for them. Imperial's. I know what Imperial and Akana's game is.
Sick.
That sounds amazing and also scary at the same time.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you guys so much for playing. I look forward to more of this crazy shit. But yes, for the record, everybody, the first game this month was like darker and had some bad stuff happen. Second game, darker, had a little bit of bad stuff happen. We're still fucking ridiculous, though. Like, we are now. Friday's game is going to be the first game that happens after the events that have happened. But remember, it's not the end of the world. It's just a story. Don't panic about your characters. Everything will work out as long as you guys aim that way and roll well. And if it doesn't work out, it's fucking great when it doesn't. Trust me. I love it when things don't go to plan.
Either way, it's a goddamn riot. So we are gonna end it here. We'll see you on Friday for episode 4, going to Fulgurlight with Zacna, Nameless Simmons, and Pollux and Castor, which
That
I'm
is going to be a nightmare.
I'm sure will be fine. It's fine. That'll be fine. Anyway, bye forever.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.